Yes.
Probably ish.
Side story.
It's gonna be chill because he's not here. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, it should be pretty chill anyway. They all out. Yeah.
Note, he used the word if.
Hmm?
He used the word if.
Yeah. Yeah.
If,
So I was going
if
to
it's
say.
good.
Already said to Kilson, I'm using tonight as an opportunity to test out some theories in regards to combat. Should be okay though. But don't worry, there will be top loot and plot progression as always for your troubles. This is not going to be a waste of a session. Maybe there won't be any great and wonderful impact for 7 sessions later, but hopefully meaningful nonetheless. Okay, so where did we leave off last week?
So we delivered the prisoners.
I hogged people.
We bailed out the tech priest.
I fell out of my on my face out of the transport in a very graceful and elegant manner.
It's now a very huge impact crater.
Yeah, there's just a mouse-shaped hole in the ground that perfectly fits his outline.
Oh, yeah, just one of those Warner Brothers outlines that they fall off a cliff.
Basically, yes.
We are no longer playing Rogue Trader. We are playing Looney Tunes.
To be fair, some sessions it really makes me wonder. But yeah. Does it ever make sure the fit points reset? Just get everybody. Sweet. And Sandwich, don't reset your health like you did last time. Don't think I did.
I haven't
that.
reset them.
Oh, cheeky breaky.
Yeah, I did it in the last warp encounter, and the trip was only like a week, so you should have got like 1 wound back. But
That's a bit sneaky there,
I was going to
Sandwich.
say, given he lost 7 health in the last encounter, I don't feel so bad about it anymore. I was going to say, the wins have been very weirdly distributed, haven't they? Namely, all on Sandwich.
Yeah, as always.
It's funny you should use the word distribution there.
Sorry, focus. My apologies.
To be fair, it's only my high dodge that saved me.
True.
I had a giant fucking metal hole in my way last session, so it didn't really matter.
Philbo's shit rolls that saved me.
No comment.
That can be fixed.
I'll have you know, Phil is the lord of RNG.
Entirely sure.
You should watch his Dota games.
No, please don't.
Oh, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start putting into what I spoke to you about, putting that into action as well.
Yeah, no worries. That's fine.
I am going to send a message to those who matter about what I'm doing.
No worries. Do that when he's looking back to the ship.
Yeah.
But yes, I believe he's left Scythia with it was the governor, right?
Yes.
The warden? It was the warden or governor I used. I can't remember which. It's bad that I can't remember. But
I think it was Warden.
Warden, yeah,
Warden.
yeah. It was
I
Warden.
remember you saying the
I was
word
gonna say
warden.
I can remember you've prison governors and you've prison wardens. I couldn't remember which I used. Yes, Scythia was left with the warden because the warden was very keen to establish another regular supply route to the place, as Theodore would have found out last session that they only the only like food and supplies this planet gets is from rogue traders, basically, because respectable sorts don't want to be caught anywhere near a penal world. So the warden forgave the
Leave of absence.
the very timely exit that had to happen there. So yeah, the total loot he's got, by the way, included 2 RPGs.
Mine.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Mouse's. Can we give him a rocket gauntlet?
Fuck.
Well, he can. He has got another arm, so he could have another. He could have a wrist-mounted
Oh.
RPG.
Hey,
And to be honest, he could take the weight of it, so it's not. You know,
Pointy
I
This
kind
is
of
a
feel like
glory.
Mouse is getting slightly out of my control at this point.
I was going to say, he seems more the party's character than yours. Although
Yeah.
these dreadnought dreams seem to be coming true one step at a time.
you see, that's the only thing I'm trying to help you with, Pointy, is a dreadnought meme. And having a rocket launcher is getting you that inch closer to becoming a dreadnought. You've already got the armor.
The aim of the campaign is to just turn him into this.
Literally
Well, yeah.
dreadnoughtify mouse. That's the
Yeah.
goal.
You've got to
Yes.
have campaign goals,
God.
right?
It's like, some Rogue Trader campaigns, something lofty, like, colonizing an entire solar system. No, not here.
I'll have you know the only thing lofty is the amount of armaments we're strapping to that big boy.
So, yeah.
It's going to be worth more than the gun cutter at the end.
So,
I thought we were going to travel around the place. Then.
So, the total weaponized loot you got was 2 RPGs, like standard quality, all the rest of it.
I'm just
3
is
full-length
there a-
pulse rifles with the integrated marker lights, and then 8 pulse carbines. You also got a drone. You haven't examined yet. I'll just save just to save a roll. You'll find that it is inoperable because somebody tried to make it work, and now it doesn't work.
Damn it, Mouse.
Is there a cargo hold on the gun cutter?
Oh
Like,
yeah. There's
I know. Is there one where I could write the stuff in so we don't forget?
Oh, do you want to have
Is
it
it a big
done?
Might as well just write all the components and then we can distribute it out of there.
I mean, I can just take note of it if you want, or if you want to control that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have control of the gun cutter. It's just I don't know where to write it,
Good question.
so I leave it up to your wonderful, wonderful
I was gonna
talents.
say, see in the gun cutter, see they've got the shape and then character. So if you go into the character part of the character sheet and then put it in the notes at the bottom of that,
Yeah.
that would work, I guess.
2 RP.
And 2 RPGs, 3 pulse rifles, and 8 pulse carbines.
And a banjaxed drone.
Yes, Banjaxed marker light drone.
The Guavisa are itching for some stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, they're sort of itching for their own kit back. So that would be
The pulse.
But
Didn't we
why
agree
when
to
they
give
can
that
have
shit back?
plainly superior Imperial gear?
that's kind of the
Well, to be honest, they're already going to have all their armor back because that's useless to us.
No, they're Guavesa. It's all human fitted. It's
Is it mouse size?
It's not like fancy armor. It's essentially the TIE equivalent of carapace armor.
Well, that's it. They've got their armor. Let them have their armor back because armor's armor. It really don't matter.
Come get
And let
your
them
armor.
let them have 1 rifle each back.
Yeah, I was thinking
Because-
given the pulse carbines we could
Yeah.
keep.
Give them 1
So-
pulse carbine each back because there was how many of them before?
There's 8 in total. So
No, I
that
mean
leaves us-
of them.
Oh,
there's
I
6 of them.
count 6.
Well, let them have 1 each back, and that still leaves us with a lot of loot. But it also,
Leaves us 2
Gives up.
carbines and 3 pulse rifles.
Well, for the sake
but it
of-
gives,
No, go ahead.
but it gives us. And this is speaking out of character because I wouldn't say this in character. It gives us some favour with them that we gave them kit back. If you get what I mean.
On that note, we essentially, I'll just keep this out of character for simplicity's sake. Last sessions it was essentially end off with Theodore under the impression that these guys were part of his retinue that Lucius just sort of took along out
True.
of convenience. How would you like to play that since Theodore, obviously isn't here to be
Well,
represented?
Hang on a minute. No, this is a good point because we wouldn't know. Well, I do, but the rest wouldn't know who they actually are.
I guess Lucius would be handling this thing as he is the one who brought them.
Yeah.
along. He would,
Sorry, yeah,
gather them,
We can't really talk about it out of character because we don't. I'm the only one who knows.
No, don't worry too much about it. We're not gonna fuss too much. Like a general direction stuff. I've got a couple of ideas of sort of either way to this.
I guess Lucius would just gather him a bit away from the party, seeing as he was the one who brought him there, just to make it look like he's giving his men a briefing or some shit along those lines.
Yeah.
Give them instructions to take a pulse carbine each, then move off, make it look like we're, they're conducting a later part of a plan or something like that, like where those two came on from the north.
Sure.
And then they'll be home free.
Good. Sort of all. But when you're talking to them, the leader that you've been talking to, called Corla for reference, never asked. That's been sitting on my page for like fucking 3 weeks, and you never asked. I'm just telling you.
Lucius doesn't care.
I know he doesn't, but anyway.
In his world, he's a weeaboo.
I was gonna say, so he'll request help, in revenge on the mercenaries that attacked them. He will sort of tell you that the mercenaries that just attacked you were the same band that wiped out the rest of their sort of scouting troop, first place.
In response, Lucius would be like, well, I've essentially risked my position to get you to this location, and I'm sacrificing loot and equipment for your sake, and you want further help. So at this stage, you've got to start putting things on the table. What's in it for us?
So they've obviously just discussed this among themselves at some point in the meantime. They offer you their service, like they offer their services to the ship as like a sort of special unit. Likewise, to act as envoys in case of sticky situations with other Tau out in the galaxy, and they'll sort of stay with you until you feel they've sort of held up their end.
Sounds like a good deal, actually.
Yeah, that's not bad. Do they
Nice.
do they know anything about the camp?
They know that they're in the area, but when they were attacked, they weren't anywhere. They were attacked sort of out of the blue, as it were. They assumed that the mercenaries were on patrol at the time, or moving from point A to point B. There was no where they were at the time. There was no like encampment or anything nearby.
Okay, would have been helpful if we kept one of these dudes alive.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to turn them all into flying mints.
All right, I guess the first task would be to try and find out where they are. Thankfully, we've got a plane. Well, we've got a lander, so we can, I suppose, use that.
Yeah, that would work.
Unless anyone else has got better ideas.
How close did they say the camp might be?
It's all within a matter of like single figure kilometers, sort of thing.
Do you want me to do a big sweep?
Well, no. If you go over in a plane, they're going to see you coming. It's very loud, and then they can prepare positions and such and so forth.
You are making lots of sense there.
I'm going to program my bird, Phil. Let it look at the corpses and how they're dressed and geared. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could just follow tracks and stuff that they made. We don't necessarily have to announce our presence with the lander. We can just do some tracking and then follow footsteps and that kind of stuff. Following tracks and trails.
Which is what I was just going to do.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's right.
Jeez, Kilson, let the man talk.
I'll get it to look at the uniforms they were wearing. You get what I mean. And then I'll also program it to be stealthy, i.e. not to give itself away. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
not to fly low or anything like that, and get it to fly a quick search pattern.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I can do that.
I suppose Lucius would be using his servo skull to use its all specs and try and find trail or footprints. Anything that indicates a trail, so that we can follow it and hopefully go to a camp or some sort of fulfillment point, whatever.
Sure. Both of I was gonna say, 30 seconds. 2 things in your servitor organized. There it is. There you go.
So basically, you'll see me tap a few things on my arm, and then the grapple hook goes, bump, takes off.
Sounds good. In that case, can I have a? Do you want like it to do like a meaningful sort of scout out, or like a quick sort of scan of like sort of go up, do a loop, and come back down sort of thing, or do you want it to like actually fly like meaningful distances and sort of scout out sort of thing?
Yeah, I want it to try and skate out their location, but as safely as possible. You know what I mean, without giving itself away.
Okay.
I.e., any slight sense of danger, it comes straight back and avoids.
Okay, so if you let it sort of fly up for like sort of 2 hours and do like an extended search, I'll give you a search test at a +20.
Is that to perception? Do a roll on
No,
perception?
specifically search. It's a basic skill. I mean, fortunately, the grapple hook isn't exactly what it's designed for, so yeah.
Just give me 1 sec. My screens are mixed up.
Likewise, Lucius, as far as the servo skull goes, I mean, I suppose like send it up to the ridge and give it a sort of quick scan sort of thing.
Yeah. Specifically looking for a trail.
Okay. In that case, give me a search at a +10.
There we go. 2 degrees.
Is that on the grapple hook or was that yourself? Oh, that wasn't the grapple hook. Jesus, nice,
That was on the skull, by the way.
excellent. In that case, wow, that's annoyingly convenient for you. Yeah, you both find a trail, and in the grapple hook's case, a sort of fairly fortified encampment tucked in under like an overhang.
As being as I can see through its eyes, can I get a rough estimation of manpower?
Yeah, there appears to be 8 guys. They have like watchtower searchlights. That's good with the 2. Yeah, I'm happy enough to say a few like some automated defenses by the looks of it, and there looks to be like a large garage.
Okay, I can't tell if any of the weapon is particularly heavy weaponry.
Yeah.
Okay. I will look at you guys while the bird is still away, and while you're all together, say there's 8 people there, a large garage. They have some automated weapons.
Does the servo skull glean any different information, or does it get the same?
No, I mean, if the specific distance was communicated to you, you might sort of get a sort of thermal signature of, like something that sort of base being where it is, but no great detail, especially not with after.
Can I give everyone a rough direction, and how far?
Yeah, you would have a rough direction and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you all a rough direction, how far it is, and tell you that there are 8 people, automated turrets, and a large garage and guard towers.
Doesn't sound too bad. The automated turret will be something of an issue.
Multiple automated turrets.
Oh, multiple, yeah, they might be in it. They probably won't be all in one spot. I mean,
We have RPGs now.
can anyone
I-
actually use heavy weapons? Because if not, then we can't use them.
When you can, you'll just be rolling a -30 on them.
Yeah, no, not with an RPG.
Is that covered under
That sounds fun.
Universal?
No, heavy
Mm.
weapon is like a specific
Oh,
weapon
okay.
training.
Right, yeah, I don't have.
No, I'll look at you, Kill, and tell you I'm going to call the grapple hook back, so don't want it getting, spotted.
I was gonna say, can I have a logic test from Lucia and Lucius, please?
Logic. That's a new one. Yeah, God, this isn't going to go really... Oh, that's the grapple hook. Hang on a minute. Oh, I've X'd off me. Oh, there we are. It ain't that much better.
Fair enough. Lucius, if the base is defended as much as it is, it may be unwise to attack it. Locals may have some information as to how the comings and goings of them.
Yeah, just
I
let
was
the
a
mouse
little
walk
skeptical.
towards it slowly. It'll be fine.
If I was slightly more XP, then I'll be able to hack those turrets and stuff.
Yeah, I think we should go and ask the locals. Those automated turrets could do damage to the flyer if the flyer was to try and take out the heavier stuff, so maybe we should get a bit more information.
Are there settlements nearby?
Yes, so I mean, there's the main settlement that you were sort of based out of there, where the city is still having ongoing conversations with the warden. That's the only meaningful settlement on the place.
I'm going to... Sorry, Phil. I'm going to tap a private channel to Scythia.
No worries. I was going to say, just to tap onto that
Sorry.
logic test, you just killed 12 of them, so they may be trying to do some recruitment. Such
Got ya.
hefty loss.
Ooh.
I'll open a secure channel to Scythia. Relay the information to her and what we're thinking of, and ask her if there's any way she could get any information from the warden or anyone else.
Okay. He says she'll get back to you, and Theodore is requested back as soon as possible for more in-depth negotiations.
Theodore wanders off. There we go. That's his absence sorted. That was easy.
Well, I mean, he can't just wander off. He's going to have to get flown back. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to fly back, but Mike in ahead saves a bit of time, doesn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Let's go back to the settlement then.
Yep.
Indeed.
We'll insert
What?
insert Batman transition noise here.
Doodaloo.
Yep.
There we go.
Fair enough. So you land once again at one of the sort of designated sort of land zones. And there it is. Assume if anyone's escorting Theodore back, they would. How would you like to go about finding out about the place and particular band of mercenaries that have been causing bother?
Phil had it overhead it at a pub.
Always hard to argue with the local watering hole.
Local pub, local marketplace. Lucius reason would probably be the best places. He would say something along the lines of, For this particular task, I am the absolute worst person possible. Social skills are not my purview.
I shall go and hide in the corner when I hear the word social skills.
Well, bearing in mind this is a penal world,
Uh.
so the dodgiest characters you have may be the best to put up front in a situation such as this.
Right,
A nice bit of intimidation.
come with me, Mouse. We're going to go
boy.
ask people.
Beer?
I mean, the sight of an Ogryn might help, to be honest, with recruiting.
Oh yeah.
Who wouldn't want to recruit an Ogryn?
And who's and I think the Ogryn is our most intimidating person.
That's safe to say, yeah.
So basically, we're going to go with a secret double agent mouse. Is that where this is going?
It kind of looks like it.
Oh yeah, this will be fine.
With his sidekick, the really paranoid pilot.
I just hope he doesn't salute everyone and that he joins their gang.
That would be glorious.
While they go and do that, I'll go and see if Scythia's found anything out.
Well,
Or they toddle off to the bar.
fair enough. I assume Lucius will be like staying in the cutter or something like that.
No, he'll go off to the bar.
Okay.
He'll join the others.
Weird sight in a penal world, like priest. Okay, sure. And I was going to say, when Lucia goes to find the Constantines, they'll be sort of deep in negotiation. Cynthia will sort of excuse herself for a minute and tell you that they're probably the mercenary group called the Sons of the Cells. Get hired off world for dirty work by more unscrupulous rogue traders every now and again.
Hmm.
Good thing we don't
Curious.
know any then. Unscrupulous rogue traders, that is.
I shall thank her for finding out and tell her that if she needs me or any of the others, just to give us a shout on the comm and we'll come as quickly as we can.
Gives you a little nod and thanks for the work so far.
I shall toddle off and make my way to the bar that this lot are in.
Ha.
Oh, where would you like to go best at this point? Do you want to bring them with you, bring them with you to the bar, or would you like to just keep them in the cutter with you?
I think take them to the bar just in case a fight breaks out, because it's a bar on the penal world.
Fair enough.
And they're human anyway, so it's not like they're not going to fit in.
Yep, that's fair. Yeah, basically. So, fairly generic scummy bar on the go. On the way there, you just get many strange looks. Turns out, you make quite a strange crowd walking through the place. An Ogryn, some weird guy. I mean, to be fair, the most like fitting person out of all of you is fucking Jack. He's
Jack.
he's the only one not getting strange looks. He looks about as unhinged and unkempt as the rest of them.
Oh, yeah.
What's unusual about being dressed head to toe in skin tight, leather type stuff?
That's a good
Fucking
point.
latex.
Nothing if you're in Germany.
Yeah, especially in a. Anyway. So yeah, it's going to get to the bar, and it's not quite one of those cliche moments where the music stops and everybody turns around to look at you, but it's not too far away either. The conversation definitely sort of breaks in a couple of tables, and you're all getting stared down by some rather unscrupulous criminal-looking types here and there.
I shall tap Mouse on the shoulder and say, "Could you stare back at them all, please, Mouse?"
Kind of shrugs and then like gurns at the guys that are giving us the eye.
Do you just give me like a flat intimidation roll?
Yeah,
See, just to see what happens.
Oh,
Oh, you lucky bastard.
They're still staring back, but yeah, they've lost a little bit of the edge to it, I suppose. You're fairly sure they're not going to like instantly jump you at this point. That I think that would be a fair assumption, but they're still glaring away.
I'm going to say he makes the the motion where someone points at the rise and then points at somebody else with the two fingers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does that to that group. Only he accidentally misjudges it slightly and pokes himself in the eye.
Nice.
yeah.
I like it. Sweet. As soon as that little interaction's over, everything sort of goes back to normal. It's worth pointing this place is extremely unkempt and generally dirty. I say the only clean bit of most of the glasses appears to be the drink. It appears to be the part where they're getting drank from. But judging by the sort of blackboard at the back of the wall, which is actually just a old piece of metal with shit scraped on it. A fairly reasonable range of low quality inebriants. Wanted to get into that, but
Inebriant.
yeah, that's the best way of describing them, because some of them are definitely not alcohol.
Oh dear. Right. Suppose we should probably talk to the barkeep. Like the barman.
Fair enough.
Get some crappy drink.
I was going to say, just looks you up and down and sort of immediately just goes, "Is a great trader in town, yeah?"
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Can I have a drink for all my friends, please?
Yeah, all right. You haven't convinced him one bit. He knows fine rightly, and just sort of who's sitting down for drinks, by the way?
The
How
Four of us?
sturdy do the stools like the
I was going to say that they're bog standard bar stools. If anything, closer to the rickety side.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of find a corner and try and. No, I don't mean conceal myself, but do you get what I mean, Phil? Try and melt away into a
I
corner.
was going to say you might have trouble doing that in a bar like.
Oh yeah. I'm not on about that, but you get the sense.
No. I mean, as in, it's already a shady bar. There's already plenty of people lurking in plenty of corners.
Yeah. I just want to. You get what I
your
mean.
spot's taken.
Yeah. Well, I'm free to say.
So I can observe the room.
Yeah. Well, I'm free to say in this case, all the corner booths are very much taken up by other shady characters doing various shady dealings. Couple of them sort of taken up by sort of large groups of what would appear to be like mine workers or something of that sort. They're very very grubby looking, and sort of let's say end of the bar might be your next best choice.
Yes, I'll go into the bar.
Lucius is going to do a quick scan with his optical mechadendrite and just to see if he can see anyone vaguely militant, perhaps
Okay.
a shine of a gauntlet underneath like a robe trying to hide it, something along this line.
Sure. Give me. I feel like search would be appropriate for that. Right. That's gonna give me. I suppose what's the optical give as far as like search is concerned?
It doesn't help search. It only helps awareness. Oh no, it helps all perception tests. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's based on perception. So yeah, +10 for that, isn't it?
Yeah, it gives +10 to all perception tests.
Okay, in that case, roll search at +20.
No.
Ooh, dear. Okay.
He's searching his own soul.
I was going to say, as soon as you put the sort of wiggle the mechadendrite and sort of poke it up, there's like a haze of like low smoke or something like that. It just sort of hazes straight up in it and sort of smudges it all up on you. Getting. Can't think of anything more inventive for a -5 because that should be something quite annoying to the point of being detrimental. But hey ho.
Okay, in that case, not seeing anything and not being directed by the people who know better, he's going to find the table with the biggest, meanest looking dudes and approach it.
Oh boy.
Yes.
For fun's sake, we'll say it's the table that Mouse previously intimidated earlier.
But just let me. All I meant was I want to be in somewhere where I can see as much of the room as possible. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, sure.
So
like,
the end of the bar.
So like literally, other than the sort of table in the corner right behind you, you know, if you turn your head, you can see pretty much anybody without having to like completely shift around.
That'll do then.
So yeah, I mean, I suppose you'll see Lucius go over and sit down at that table. I'm assuming Jack Hendrickson and Mouse will be getting served whatever passes for beer around here.
Yep.
If they have anything even remotely like Mouse's favourite tipple, then they'll have that. But otherwise, they'll just have whatever.
Yeah, they've got what like a local delicacy on the wall. Apparently, it's something to do with leech blood, but whatever way it comes out, it's pretty potent, and you swear it fizzes a little tiny bit in the glass.
Oh. Fizzy is
Cool.
fine by me.
He's drinking sulfuric acid.
It's not far. I was going to say sort of lore-wise, Malaysia is infamous for a particularly nasty breed of pit leech. Just FYI, that's what that's what this particular drink is distilled with. So yeesh. But yes, I imagine it's much to Mouse's taste. I assume the other two will not be partaking in this.
Fuck no.
I'll just go for a normal drink, thank you.
That is the normal drink.
Oh, fuck.
The stronger one's just pure antifreeze.
I was gonna say, there is fairly generic beer that he assumes you two will want because you're the travelers. Okay. I was gonna say, well, anybody? I don't think anyone would have been looking out for you. Other than Lucia, I'm gonna say nobody notices Lucia sit down at the table of ne'er-do-wells. Needless to say, Lucius, you get there's just stunned but very aggressive and palpable silence when you sit down at the table.
Excellent.
We've all still got our like guns and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, it's pretty lawless around here.
You think I'm getting out my gun cutter without my fucking gun?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're still in it now in the bar. You just made a massive hole in the
Roof.
Forget the roof, in the everything.
Man, that would give me such a good intimidation roll, though, wouldn't it?
Well, imagine you still lost an intimidation roll like that, though.
Anyways, so because of this rather bold move of yours, Lucius, I suppose they're waiting for you to say something.
I guess you'd sort of announce to this group, how many are there on this table?
At 5, you've taken up the sort of 6th seat.
Ah, okay. And again, having no social skills whatsoever, he would just announce to the table, "Greetings, delinquents. I may be in need of your
God.
assistance."
Oh boy.
Oh, yes.
I'm just gonna take a fellowship at a -10. I know what I'm asking. Don't worry. It's just to see just how badly it goes down.
If I pass this,
If you pass this,
I don't know how many of you have
That's this,
seen
speaking to synths.
Black Books, but does anyone remember the first episode where Bernard's trying to get himself injured and he wanders up to the Millwall supporters and says, "Which of you bitches wants to dance?" I'm getting that same kind of vibe here.
yeah, I think that's pretty close. Oh dear. So, so with a -4.1, it's basically a dice roll of which one's going to swing at you first. So, I mean, just for references, sort of what we'll call the picnic bench setup. 3 opposite you and two to your right.
Right.
Sorry, can I do something, Phil?
Of course.
Well,
Do I see this?
You can see him sit down and I suppose make a small gesture to imply that he said something, but
Can I see somebody like getting pissed off about it?
Oh yeah, I mean they look a little bit more pissed off than they were when Mouse was eyeballing them. That's fair to say.
Right. So she'd know something's going to start, really. Using her common sense of being brought up on a death world.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption. That it's on the way.
Okay, did you say there was a large table full of like mine workers?
Yeah.
Right, and these guys that he sat down with don't look like they're dressed like mine workers.
No, these look very much more like local thugs or something like that. There's no obvious job in there.
The mine workers look quite tough.
Oh yeah, like this is they like Malaysia
Okay.
isn't quite a death world or anything like that, but it's definitely a far more harsher climate than a
Well,
standard.
she's going to feel like she's got some kind of kinship to these miners, you know what I mean? Coming up, being brought up on the death world, you get.
Sure, yeah.
So she's going to walk over to the mining table and like cough and quickly say to them, "Guys, you see that table right over in the corner? I just overheard them say that the reason they had to sit so far away from you is because you stink like shit."
Give me a. Oof. Actually, I'm gonna give that. Give me a. Deceive at a +40.
In a minute, it's right. My screens are going weird.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. They bought that hook, line, and sinker. Okay, so just to sort of orchestrate all this. So, Lucius,
You're going to need 5 minutes.
No, not like that. I was gonna say, well, barely even going hard. I don't need a break, or I wasn't.
No, I was on about you getting prepared.
Oh no, I've no intention of rolling like formal combat with this. Don't worry. So, Lucius, with your complete lack of knowledge as far as social cues are concerned, you can see these guys like sort of generally deciding who's going to be taking a lump out of you first. You do notice. Well, I was going to say there is the usual sort of the fuck is a tech priest sort of look that most people have. The sort of quizzical, this is a weird thing in front of me look. But I
Look
mean,
at the weird thing.
yeah. So I was going to say the largest one, I suppose, opposite you, will stand up and sort of scoot the bench back, so like hard and fast enough that the two guys and that are beside him like sort of stumble a little tiny bit and almost fall off the bench. How will you react to this very sudden movement of aggression?
Sheer curiosity.
Could turn it up to 10 and like pull out a frag grenade, but that would probably make things a lot worse.
What the fuck?
Oh, please.
I mean, you know me, I'm not going to say no. If you want to play it that way, you play it that way.
Oh.
Take the pen out and just toss it. See who's feeling lucky.
Fucking hot potato.
While he's deciding, I'm going to send a quick comm message to Mouse.
That's what I thought. Cool. Okay, go ahead.
Mouse, go and rescue him, please.
You just hear this. The mouse starts to wade over to that table.
Fair enough. Just for, I was going to probably check out his older roll awareness and that. Jack and Henderson, give me awareness rolls at plus 30, please.
Fucking hell.
Cool. You will catch on that this is happening then. Okay.
I guess Lucius would just stand up as well because he's not really sure what's going on, I suppose.
I just explained Hendrickson and look, and I think, fuck. And just start heading over to Mouse, see what he's fucking doing.
I'm just going to sit in the booth that was occupied by the guys who are probably any minute now going to get up and go over to them.
Fair enough. You notice this booth is particularly grubby because it's like it's basically like inlaid with various bits of dust, grub. Okay, so Lucius, the guy in front of you, will stand up and say, "It's like, don't you know it's rude to call people dequinklets?"
I have to be right back. I'll be like 1 minute, I promise.
Can you
No
please
worries.
say that word again, Phil?
What's that?
Dequinklets.
What? Sound like me then?
I know.
Hit the road. Ow!
Exactly. I said it on purpose. That's how it works.
You leave them alone, sandwich. They're elastic.
Oh, you fucker.
Dyslexia is, very serious. Don't joke about it.
Dyslexia.
It's got 2 Y's in the Z, hasn't it?
Something like that.
Sorry about that, I'm back now.
It's all good. We're starting trouble in the neighbourhood.
Are we taking? Is everyone here?
Yeah.
We haven't been blown up yet, no.
Okay. So after that dude says stuff to Lucius, I guess he would, after standing up, you'd be somewhat confused, and you'd say, "I'm merely addressing you by your title."
Oh dear.
God damn it, Bobby.
I'm going to start wanting a new character sheet quickly.
Fair enough. This will be the point where Lucius is grabbed from through the back. I don't know. I suppose. Well, I'll say it's for like robes through the scruff of the neck, and forcefully but not aggressively moved behind a rather dirty-looking mining fellow, and his friend beside him just sort of patching, tries to pat the dust off the back of your hood with his own sort of dusty and grimy hand. Makes it slightly worse, but take the gesture for what you will, I guess. It's like, don't you worry, we got this. And and basically, in front of you, the brawl begins.
Ding ding.
I shall just come to the others. I enlisted some help.
Does anybody want to get involved? Or
Oh, Mouse, absolutely.
Hold on.
Like, there's a fight. No, he's not going to miss out on this.
Sweet enough.
I
Looks like
just
fun.
need 1 second.
I shall quickly tell Mouse the miners are on our side.
I don't know if Mouse would have kind of, I don't know if he'd
The
been processing
really
that
dirty
much.
people.
I was going to say, he said minors. So I mean, as far as Mouse is concerned, that could mean smaller people, but all people are smaller than him, so it doesn't make much sense, right?
The dirty ones.
But they're all dirty.
Yeah. Tell you what, give me I don't know. Fuck it. Let's go for a flat perception. A flat intelligence roll.
Should be good.
Oh, good.
Come on, Mouse, I believe in you. Oh,
Nice. They're
Yeah.
all
they're
dirty
going down.
people. Yeah. Cool. And
He's
Oh,
just
my
gonna
God.
start swinging his arm like
Oh,
a
he's got a
fucking
fucking
scythe.
and now
He is the farmer of this crop.
a strength roll at a +20, please.
What? Sorry?
A strength roll at a +20, please. Nice.
oh dear.
Ooh.
Just kind of plows in, just swinging.
You
Not
straight up.
not even using
Oh.
his weapon, just straight up,
Nice. Of the, I was going to say I have 12. Yeah, I mean, there's 12 people in the brawl, and of those 12, Mouse incapacitates 7 of them indiscriminately.
Oh mate. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have played the first Gears of War, but you just straight up berserkered them.
Where's the hammer? Bring in the hammer.
Oh, just like straight up, just I don't know, balls into them, smashes a couple of them together, Looney Tunes style. Hell, I don't know. You could like suplex one of them into the table for all I care.
In other words, it was a WWF bar fight.
Yeah.
Watch out! Watch out!
Did Mouse smash them?
Oh yeah, like I said, 7 of the guys are down. That some of them were minors. Some of them were the people that were actually intimidating you.
Oh.
So, needless to say, there's like a perfect ring around this fight as it goes on. The rest of the bar is like fully involved in this. Nobody's trying to stop it because it's the most entertainment a lot of them have had for quite a while.
I'm just going to sit back in my private, unoccupied booth and smile and sip a drink.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give Mouse a hand.
See-
We have a 5.
see a couple of guys, play some bets, and there's sort of a few guys from the street have come in and sort of essentially blocked off the door with cheering and roaring. And fair to say, all the bets are currently in Mouse's favour.
Oh, it's just a fucking fist fight. There's an Ogryn in the middle.
Yeah, I have a question. What happened to the fucking grenade?
It was only mentioned. It wasn't like.
He said he had it in his hand.
No, he said he might. Don't stop.
Oh, thank fuck. It's like,
Uh,
why are you putting that on the
so yeah.
table?
This is how you get your shit rolls.
I was going to say, well, at this point, there's 2 minors left. There's 2 guys from the table, and then there's Mouse. Pretty much all of them except Mouse have got like sort of at the very least a solid black eye or like a broken nose or sort of a rather twingy looking arm.
Mouse is unscathed because he does not know what pain is.
Something like that. I mean, what does Mouse think of this? He's already taken like 7 people.
Well, I mean, they dared to lay a hand on the Lord Captain, so this is only just and right. Just getting what's coming to them.
I mean, nobody laid their hand on the Lord Captain.
Oh, not the Lord Captain, Lucius.
Yes.
While the crowd is enraptured, I guess Lucius will try and make the most of his opportunity. All aspects of stealth are basically out the window at this stage. So there's no point not doing this.
He tried to lay a hand on his robot friend.
He'll set his optical mechadendrite to like a red light to make him seem a little bit more intimidating. He'll stand up on the table, and I guess he'll try and intimidate those who are less hard. And he'll just announce to the crowd, if you don't tell us what we're here for, and we need to know about those mercenaries in the hills, and he'll point vaguely towards the mountains, and they'll point directly at Mouse. If you don't tell us what we need, we'll set him on all of you.
This is going to be punctuated by Mouse picking up one of the unconscious guys and basically whirling him around and using him as a,
Can I just say it?
a blunt object to hit the other people with.
As I hear that, Phil,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep a very sharp eye on all the exits to see if anyone ducks out.
No worries. I was gonna say, can I get? I was gonna say, I think that's worth an intimidate plus 30 at least.
We roll.
This is the 40k equivalent to Rocket and Groot.
You're kidding me.
It would appear you couldn't quite get the crowd's like attention properly, and they just start rolling with it. So in that case, I will take an awareness at a plus 10 from Lucia. Nice. You see one sort of young-looking sort of young man, sort of late teens sort of thing. Sort of duck out sort of the back door. He appeared to have some sort of like carapace shoulder piece on sort of thing.
But he looks quite young.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly radio to the others. Very quickly. Now, on me, and I am going to send the bird after the guy and run out after.
No worries.
I don't think Mouse will be able to hear you, to be honest. Over the screams of his victims.
Oh, he'd hear me, because I wouldn't say it quiet.
I mean,
Well, I just shout.
I was going to say, I mean, he can hear, but whether he wants to listen is another thing in the middle of a bar fight. But yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. Well, I'm going to run up to Mouse and check him this weapon I have handy. So say, hey, use this.
You think you need a weapon? Don't harm him!
Oh, yeah. You're going to need it.
Mouse.
I mean, I've still got my, it's not like I'm missing my Ripper gun or anything.
Oh no, he throws you the hairdryer. I mean, black Xenotech pistol.
Yeah.
And it clunks off his armor and falls to the floor because his arms are otherwise,
Occupied by
engaged at the
screams.
moment.
Basically, yeah.
But he gets the idea that something's going on, so he drops the guy he's holding and sort of looks around and goes, are we not sticking around then?
You'll see me probably darting out the door, preceded by my bird.
Fair enough. Do you want to go straight for the takedown with it?
Yeah, straight for the takedown, shot
Cool.
takedown.
In that case, it's I think a flat weapon skill. Oh no, it's takedown.
Oh no.
Give me a weapon skill at a plus 10 with the grapple hook. Cool. Let me double check the rules and takedown. Something tells me it's an opposed test, so I'm just going to double check that.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Page 107. Cool. Thanks. Take down. Half action made player mate. Take down. If you hit someone, have done at least 1 point of damage. Okay. In that
Does
case,
the electroshock come into play? Or
yes.
anything?
So roll damage with the claws, and if they would do damage, it's counted as a stun. That is counted as stun damage basically instead of lethal damage.
Hang on. Where's the? Oh, I got it. I think this is. I'm not sure if this is the right. Didn't do anything. Oh, hang on. Just a straight weapon score roll.
No, specifically roll damage on the shock pulse claws on the grapple hawk. Because that weapon skill check should have been like an attack roll basically. So
I get you. I'm sorry,
yeah,
Phil.
no worries. We just need to roll damage on it now.
How? Where's the button to just roll
It's the
damage?
R button, I think.
No, you
Is it
can
now?
literally
No.
you can literally click damage.
I'll click
where it says
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never typed in the
Sweet.
details for my flamer. Shit.
I thought you had that.
Sweet. So for your first use of the grapple hawk, this went extremely well. You send the grapple hawk on out. See it sort of swoop aggressively down and grab him like squarely through like one claw on each shoulder. Rather meaty discharge of electricity, and your target sort of collapses to the ground.
I shall call him back and run over to the guy and cover him with a weapon.
Grace.
Right.
I will assure you, with that much electric, he is very much unconscious.
Good. I shall. Oh, in that case, how far are we away from the gun cutter?
Sort of other side of town, I guess. Like, I don't know. We'll call it like half a kilometer, I guess.
So do you basically just have like a flying taser?
Yes.
They're awesome. They're used by the Adeptus Arvites.
Yeah, it's a mechanical familiar. Yeah, it's actually really cool. They've got like shock talons, basically. So you can literally tell it to go basically do exactly that. They've also got like carrying capacity with a really weird quirk on it. They've got a natural toughness for the sake of carrying things only. So they can carry things like double their strength bonus, which is 35. So I mean they're not strong as mouse. I mean they're in raw like strength terms.
35.
No, for like raw strength terms for carrying things, they're stronger than pretty much everybody but mouse.
I was gonna.
Which is weird.
Jesus.
They're great.
Fuck
gonna
it,
say-
birds got games.
I'm going to get it to carry the guy unconscious to the cutter and tell Vox the others and tell them to meet me in the cutter.
No worries.
Well, that's where I'm beelining it to. No one goes in my cutter without me.
Sweet enough.
We'll just leave Mouse in the bar to finish what he's done.
No worries.
It won't take too long.
Can I have another strength check for mouse, please?
Sure.
I was going to say, if Kilsum's going away, we'll take a 5-minute break as soon as you tell me this.
Mouse is basically trying to disengage at this point.
Yep, that's about right. So, the guys that are left fighting have sort of, you think they're sort of staying in it so they don't lose too much face. You know, if they're the last guy standing up against the giant, against the Ogryn, that's worth some credit, right? Probably, yeah. But the initial energy of the fight has definitely sort of gone out of it. You know that now Hendrickson and Lucia have sort of left the bar, and
Bye. Have a good time.
okay, so we'll say regroup in the gun cutter and we'll start again at 20 past.
Okay.
Sweet.
Then we've got like one bit of combat for you, and then hopefully it should be a fairly timely night.
Sorry if I mucked your plans up, Henry.
Not all, not all.
I think Mouse did. I don't think stand up bar and brawl.
I just thought she'd be quite familiar with those surroundings, if you get what I mean, Phil. Coming from the Death World.
Of course, yeah.
And the easiest way to suss someone out is to cause a big fight, usually. And it worked. Plus, you knew Lucius would do something stupid. Sorry, Gil. Back in a minute.
Hello. I am back with food.
Oh, nice.
Spaghetti.
I imagine the bar and brawl being like this, kind of.
I was, the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie when they're all arguing at the Brethren Court.
No, I haven't actually seen that one. I only watched the first two. What's the third one called? Was that World's End?
At World's
No.
End.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't seen. I only ever saw the first two Pirates movies. 'Cause the second one's too long for me to watch.
Yeah, it had a very good, amusing fight.
I've only just seen Aquaman. The amount of movies I watch is pretty much like maybe 1 or 2 a year, and that's it. I've missed so many. So I finally watched. What was it? I watched the other day. I finally watched this in the Into the Spider-Verse. Aquaman, which actually Aquaman, I was surprised by how good it actually was.
Aquaman's great.
I can believe it. I was like, a DC movie that I'm enjoying? What the fuck is going on?
I enjoyed Shazam as well.
I haven't seen that yet. I wanted to, but I missed it.
Mark Strong can't really do anything wrong, to be fair.
I'm a fan of Zachary Levi, though, as well, anyway. That's what I was going to go say, but I just didn't have the time when it came out. So bloody swamped with shit. That is the way. Dodge, I feel like I'm missing out.
I'm saving that gif for such an occasion when Phil actually hits the gun cutter.
I'm back. I enjoyed that. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
I wasn't expecting it to get to that point. I thought, wait, Matt's not here. It's gonna go relatively fine tonight. Now starts a bar fight. Fuck.
Well, no, technically Mouse didn't.
Uh,
Technically, I did.
Mouse
yeah,
took command of a bar fight.
he did kind of
Mouse-
start it.
No, Mouse finished it.
He sat down and
Mouse wasn't
insulted
even
him.
in a bar fight. He was playing whack-a-mole.
Yeah, with the fucking bar people.
Oh dear! Don't pick a fight on an Ogryn unless you're an Ogryn.
Or you're a marine.
Oh, fucking hell.
I imagine the marine would win. Like, no equipment.
I honestly doubt it with Mouse's rolls he's been getting. He would probably just sit on the fucking thing.
That's the only way Phil's going to make it challenging for us. He's going to throw in the starters at us later.
Oh, but that was classic. I just thought if we're having a bar fight, we got to do it properly. Oi, those guys over there said you smell like shit. It's nice to see the grapple hook work. It's not very often it's gonna, you get what I mean, be able to do that kind of thing. So that was nice.
Oh my god, that's creepy as fuck. I must get this picture to post in the Discord.
Fuck's sake.
And I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back, sir.
And a minute late. Do apologise.
Philip, how could you?
It's alright. Gave me a chance to eat more food. Plus, quick meme for your troubles.
Oh, top meme.
Not really a meme, but I found it funny and it's fucking glorious.
Oh, like you said, Phil, I'm glad the Grapple Hawk's first outing was a success.
I know, right?
Oh, I remember saying this.
That's amazing, actually. I really appreciate that.
I feel like that's something I would do if I had the chance.
I mean, it'd be so fucking funny, though, wouldn't it? Especially if someone got shit
Oh,
scared.
mate. I'd get Georgie into it, like in on it, and she could go as one of the fucking nurses and horrify people.
To be honest, the way some people are with those nurses, I think they'd probably a lot of people would be turned on by it more than anything.
Yeah, that's a sad thing.
The most confusing boner for a nurse, that is.
I think they call it scarousal.
I got it spooky.
So who we're missing?
Matt feels left out, so that's the key. There's a die.
I'm back.
Signed off, fuckers.
Yes.
Hey!
Sweet. I'll get rid of the meme off the stream, and then we'll get going. Cool. So we'll say he's all rendezvous at the gun cutter and organize this here with the break a little better. But oh well.
When we get there, I'm going to put him in one of the seats, put the harness on him, you know, like the safety harness, seat harness,
Yeah.
and tie his legs and arms together.
Sure.
That's some kinky shit, my friend.
Basically, so he can't move.
Sure.
Oh, we could cut his limbs off.
I was going to say, worth pointing out, sort of follow up in that the fact he didn't look particularly old or anything. Giant mouse, hang on. Here. There, that's about right. this is definitely no grizzled veteran. Would be the way to put it.
Make the task easier.
What about the younglings?
And as the others come in, I'll explain that after Lucius shouted what he shouted, that I saw this one duck out the door very quickly, which indicates that he was off to warn a certain group of people. But he didn't quite make it.
If it helps your suspicions, the bit of carapace you see in his shoulder it's basically just like the sort of shoulder pad, as it were, with a sort of like spray painted like cell door, basically. So yeah, it's fairly clear cut in that one, I imagine.
And I'll tell that to the others as they start arriving at the cutter.
Because Lucius would think it's time.
My time has come.
I'll give him a few quick slaps round the face to bring him round.
No worries. I was gonna say, who's got Medicae?
Me and Lucius.
Cool. Roll Medicae for me. Plus 30.
Oh shit.
Mouse kind of indicates by gesturing that he too would be happy to slap this guy if it was felt that would be, more than happy to slap him. In fact,
You want happy slap him?
well, Lucius will recognize that he's like very unconscious, not like past the point where like a light slapping will get him up. It's like sort of like stimulant or something like that's going to be required because, from a game perspective, the amount of damage that goes through is added is fatigue. So this guy's like,
Got you.
He's almost closer to being comatose than unconscious, that sort of thing.
I shall give my grapple hook a little pat on its head.
Yeah. We got any Mouse's booze on the ship? We could on a cutter. We can just make it smell that.
Got Medicae kits, haven't we?
Yeah.
Is there any kind of stimulant in them we can use?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of trauma medicine in them. You bump into somebody to wake them up. Yeah.
Or else we can waft some Gorsk white gin under his nose and see if that does the trick.
I mean, you can give that to him if you want to knock him back out again, probably. Kind of.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Fair enough. Okay, so you sort of poke him with a sort of small shot of stim or whatever, and wake him back up.
Give him a slap patch.
We'll give him about a minute to let it sink in that he's fucked before saying anything.
So yeah, I mean, he wakes up and he's obviously very confused as to where he's at for a minute or so, and you can tell that he's sort of looking about, so someone's obviously told him that he needs to sort of try and get as much information as he can before opening his eyes, or but it's not like in a subtle sort of way. He's like very obviously like trying here.
Panicking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna let him do it, taking as much information as he wants. Then, using intimidation, I'm gonna lean in and lean right close to him, right by his ear, adjusting the, my throat thing, my voice, so it's particularly horrible, and say, I think you must have realised that for us to let you take in this amount of information, you're pretty fucked.
Intimidate plus
So
2, please.
I suggest your first answer be the correct one, or you see that rather extremely large-sized Ogryn. He will start to play. Okay.
Mouse is going to, I don't know, crack his knuckles or something for effect.
Definitely intimidate plus 30 then.
Big evil grin on his face as well.
That's probably his default expression, to be fair.
Yeah.
He thinks that's smiling.
That's such a shit roll. Still passed though.
I've got decent intimidation.
Yeah. Well, he sort of gulps, takes a breath, and credit to him, he does manage to compose himself, because obviously he didn't come across quite as intimidating as you wanted, but he would appear to be somewhat forthcoming.
He cracked his knuckle, but he winced at the same time because it actually hurt him.
He wasn't that intimidated by me, but then he kind of looked sideways, saw Mouse, and then decided he was going to be forthcoming.
Basically, yeah, let's go with that.
And I'll say to him, "Where are your friends?"
But which ones?
I think you know which ones, the ones in the camp with the sentry towers.
He sort of takes a breath for a second and considers his options. I don't know if I should be telling you that.
Mouse.
Which
He doesn't seem very forthcoming, Mouse.
which arm would you like broken first?
So Mouse give me intimidate at a +30. I mean, it's
We're gonna skip the small stuff. We're not going to bother with fingers and toes. Now just straight to major limbs.
You don't have the dexterity for that, I don't think.
Well, you know, he could quite happily just like grab somebody's hand and squeeze, and that would probably do the job.
probably
Is your name Lenny?
nice. Okay.
That's more like it.
He literally pisses himself and sort of like squirms in his seat a little bit. Like literally pisses himself. You can hear the piss hitting the bottom of the seat sort of thing. It's like
Now, tell us everything you know about your friends.
okay. Right. They hired me 2 months ago for recruitment. Apparently they had a bad encounter with some off-worldly types. They wouldn't tell me who. They just wanted me for recruitment. Like friendly face in town. There used to be like 50 of them. And yeah, up until a couple of days ago there was 20 of them. So need numbers. They told me to pass on to call them and they'll come pick up any recruits.
At this point, I'll kind of look at the others and see if they kind of twink what I did at the words "they will come and pick up recruit." Oh, they'll pick up recruits, I'll say, as I turned and look at the others. Are you all thinking what I'm thinking?
Are you sure about this?
You would like some more beer?
Well, somebody explain it to Max because I think he doesn't know what day it is, what we're going on about.
Shall we
I was gonna say
get him to radio them to come and pick up some new recruits?
I was gonna say, can I get a logic from Lucius? Right, I'll take a logic at a +10 from everybody.
God.
Fucking hell.
Obviously one of Mouse's strongest.
He did better than me.
Fucking damn it!
No one knows what the fuck's going
Oh,
on.
shit, +10.
Yeah.
Ah!
So I'm gonna give everybody a free reroll at a +20.
Yay.
We'll go with that one.
Sure. Jack of all people.
Oh.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna. You can deliver this in your own fashion.
Well, we could use this to set up a ambush just on the outskirts of town. How would they arrive if you were going to recruit someone? Or you said you had any new recruits?
You see your captain sort of swallowing, squirming his chair again. Just a small little bit of a sloshing sound. He says, the last big job the trader gave them a salamander. They'll come in that.
Hmm.
I was going to say, who's got Common Law Imperium, Common Law, the Tactica Imperialis?
Yeah, I've got
I have-
something.
I have Common Law War, and I do have
Oh,
Tactic Imperialis.
Since you got both of those, roll either of them at a +20.
Common law war.
War or
I have
Tactica
war.
Imperialis. Yeah.
I'll try
or
Tactical now.
Common Law
plus
Imperium
what?
would also count. Imperial Guard will also count.
What
Actually,
modifier is
that's
it?
+20.
What the hell? I have all three of them. Nothing.
All my good rolls are again.
Dickhead.
There we go.
Hendrickson, you remember Salamander is a well, it's an armored recon vehicle.
Yes.
You remember how it's armed, Hendrickson?
Do I remember how it's armed, Phil?
You know what? I think you probably would. You remember it's essentially a Camaro with the top chopped off it, or with the roof chopped off it. So normally there's an autocannon in the top of it and bolter or flamer in the sort of all mounted at the front.
The rear. Yeah.
I suggest maybe an ambush with the gun cutter standing by but on the ground. And the minute the salamander is spotted, the gun cutter takes out the salamander.
Should work.
What
sounds
equipment
good.
does the gun cutter have?
So
Weapons
the
wise?
gun cutter has an autocannon and what's effectively and 2 heavy bolters.
I think it's dubious that that's going to be able to take on the salamander.
Can we fire a mouse out of a cannon on the gun guy into the salamander?
Can we?
I don't know, heavy
Can our tech
bolters.
priest jury rig those RPGs into my gunning servitors?
Don't say no.
What if we use a bit of duct tape?
Autocannons and heavy bolters should, if they hit, do a fair bit of damage to a salamander. It's only a light vehicle.
Well, Hendrickson, is there a weak point on salamander we could hit to essentially get it to detonate?
Well, he did say it was open roofed.
That'll be its only weakness to what we've got.
And luckily
Unless
enough,
we hit it from
we're
the
above
side
it.
or the rear, maybe.
Exactly. The gun cutter's above it, and it's shooting down into an open topped vehicle.
That's pay to win, baby.
I will say, if the gun cutter is able to shoot it, it's going to be able to shoot the gun cutter unless you're literally attacking it from behind. But good luck, getting there without being spotted.
So a ground ambush is probably preferable.
Or if we wait till they land, they get out, then we start firing.
But what you've got to remember is some of us have got to be with him on the ground as they approach, because if he's just standing there on his own, that's going to look suspicious.
True.
He would be calling them into town for a pickup, and they would be using a normal route, as it were. So your capture doesn't need to be anywhere fucking near it.
Oh.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's true. Well thought, well said.
Wait, do
Well
we still
said,
have any?
Scythia. Thank you for your input, Scythia.
No.
Come off.
Do we have any of that body armor spare still? I
What
was
was
wondering
that?
if we can set up some decoys.
What, the tie
We
body?
can make it think. Yeah, I was wondering if we could set it up as if there were people there, but there aren't. It's just empty suits of armor.
Fucking-
Then we could set
Yeah,
up explosives and blow it up.
I was just going to say there's a much easier way. I'm sure the tech priest could jury rig some explosives to go off when he presses a button. Could he or could he not, Phil?
I'll take another logic test from. Fuck it. Why not? Everybody give me a logic test, and we'll see if.
Flat.
What,
Yeah.
even mouse?
Yeah, everybody give me a logic test to plus 20.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
I
logic's
think the
not the
idea
best.
here is that we use the vehicle in order to attack the camp.
Nice.
I'm not going to play logic.
Oh wow, mouse passed.
What?
That's not right.
That isn't right.
I got
Well-
shenanigans.
I would gather from the bar fighters just had the adrenaline is coursing round him and went directly to his brain.
Oh, he's got brain damage. So his brain's now functioning.
He is a smart potato.
Any ideas, Mouse?
I suppose that actually that would make sense. He'd kind of know that if he's got a background as yeah. Mouse says, "How can I say this in a mouse fashion?"
The explodey bits.
Do I draw a picture in crayon?
Aren't there like special anti-tank rocket things?
Oh,
I think I saw one once.
The RPGs that no one knows how to use. Yes, we have RPGs.
we do.
But what I was trying to get at, crack missiles.
Yes.
But no one knows how to use them. No one has
Yeah.
heavy weapons training.
True.
We
Okay,
could still try though. It just would be.
I think it'd be minus 30.
Would universal weapon give any help to that at all?
That's to be heavy training now.
No, heavy is like
He-
specific.
yeah, heavy's heavy.
Okay, I've got a different idea. I guess Lucius would voice up. Well, seeing as we can't confront this directly, we'll have to use subversive means. Seeing as the Salamander is an open-top reconnaissance vehicle, it is not a turreted vehicle, which means it's vulnerable from the sides and the rear. So that means if we use some sort of adequate
Grenade?
distraction or whatever, we flank it from the side and shoot the crew, or we throw grenades into the crew.
I've had an idea. I shall pipe up and say, and quickly check with Phil. Phil, when you throw a grenade, it's purely on ballistic skill, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Hmm.
And then and degrees of failure in that will denote scatter, stuff like that. So
Well, yeah, I mean, I think Lucius meant like not throwing it from a distance, but more like sprinting up to the side of it and then slam dunking it into the thing and then running away.
honestly,
Alright.
if you want to do that, I'm happy enough to like ad hoc some bonuses in there, and yeah.
What I
Russian
was
infantry
also
style.
thinking is, I'm quite accurate with throwing things. I could probably get a grenade directly into the top of the gap. Or maybe if we did both at the same time.
I don't know, whatever works. We've got to get.
I think
Got to
what you
liberate the
say.
vehicle.
I think what you say, Lucius, and then at the same time, I'll throw a stun grenade from above.
Yeah, what grenades have I got on me?
We break out
I
the
don't want you
virus
throwing
grenade.
grenades.
And that
No,
but
I can pass
at
them to
least-
him.
at least that way we have, we've got two attempts at doing it, and one of them will hopefully work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, everyone else can take a grenade and just sprint up to it.
What's the way the
provided
ships?
that they're able to.
Didn't we? Val says, "Couldn't we just throw all those grenades you got last last session. Yeah, he totally says last session, but
What, the nuke grenade?
Oh God, no! We're not using those grenades.
Yes.
I have some good stun grenades, I think. Oh, hang
I have
on
a smoke.
minute. Hang on a minute. Did you not say, Lucius, that those tow rifles are able to direct munitions more accurate?
I think other Tau munitions.
Yeah, it's all like integrated with marker light tech. It's not.
Yeah, it was worth it.
I have a query. With the ship, on the enemy ship, with it being open on the top, does that include the cockpit?
The driver and bow gunner are enclosed.
Bollocks.
I think Lucius would just step his foot down and declare the plan at this stage, just to stop bickering, and he would say, "If no one has anything better, my plan is what we're going to have to go with.
Yeah,
We'll set up a distraction in front to make sure that the vehicle doesn't rotate and gun any of the flanking elements down. At which point, the rest of you will use guns and grenades and kill the crew."
I'll toss a grenade down from above into the crew compartment as you attach the, on the side.
Okay.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Sweet. We'll roll with that pretty much as it is. So on scouting. Sorry.
Lucius will take one of the RPGs, seeing as he's going to be functioning as the distraction.
We got Servitor with you.
Yeah, one. I'm not using it as a distraction.
No, I'm thinking, can't you put the missile? Would it take too long to put the missile launcher on the Servitor?
Yes.
Yes, that.
Definitely. Yeah.
Would not be simple.
So, on your sort of general scoutings with the gun cutter, you found a rather nice looking valley with what looks like sort of tank treads going through it.
Curious.
I always say I've got it set up like this, but if you want to change how that sort of setup is, feel free to change.
Geographically, from which direction
It
is the camp?
will
From
be
here?
coming from the top of the map.
From the top, okay. Okay, so I guess Lucius would do some climbing, seeing as he's going to be the distraction at the front, so that he can open up the sides. That rock down here, which I'll point to in a sec.
I was going to say, if you want to change where the cutter's at, I mean, that's just like a very generic drop-off spot I've put. So if you want to completely change that, that's fair enough. If you want to put the tower in other places, that's also fine.
I think we need crossfire, so why don't we ask the tow to go on the opposing ridge?
Sure.
And ask them if they are okay with the plan, because they're quite good at this kind of thing as well.
Yeah, they'll be fine with it. It seems like a reasonable plan.
So Lucius will try and get him and his servitor behind this big-ass rock here.
Sure.
You see this smaller one. Hang on, where am I? If I can wait behind that one, and the minute it comes past, before they see me, I'll lob a grenade and try and get it in the top.
Sure. I was going to say, oops, sorry, wrong button. Double check your ranges and stuff like that. It's a fairly meaningful sort of canyon.
Am I within range of throwing a grenade?
It might be a bit rough with that strength bonus. I don't think you are.
What about
It's
behind that rock?
I was going to say strength bonus times 3 for range, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
In which
Strike bonus times 3.
Yeah, in which case you've got 9 meter range for throwing. The idea being, I know realistically anybody could throw farther than 9 meters, but the idea is that's how far you can throw accurately. So.
I'm going to stay on the ridge in the cutter.
I assumed so. We'll have the cutter in like an on standby sort of thing.
Yes.
I will consider any attack runs on it with the cutter vulnerable to a retaliatory fire within reason.
Okay, well, what I can do is I can wait till the others have started shooting, so people in the thing are occupied. Do you get what I mean, Phil?
Yeah.
Stay in perfect concealment, and then as the others open fire on other targets, then I can dodge out, go to the edge, throw the grenade, and
Yeah.
do an acrobatic.
It's worth mentioning. Obviously, you've got your grapple harness and stuff like that, so you can you can traverse this with minimal effort compared to everybody else. So.
Yeah, I'll stay where I am then, and when they're occupied with shooting at the others, then I'll lob a grenade into the.
No worries.
Go with that.
Cool. Where do we want Jack and Boyce?
Let's see. Do you know where roughly they're going to land?
They're not landing anywhere.
Well,
They're driving. They're driving in from the top of the map.
Okay.
Mouse is just, I don't know.
He's just
This is all like the valley, right?
Does Mouse want to do another superhero landing?
It's tempting to see if Mouse could actually jump in the thing.
I think he could land on someone.
It lands on the fucking
They crash and they go
salamander.
through the bottom of the ship.
Breaks the
Throw a
axle.
grenade and then jump in after it.
Phil, which
I dropped my hot potato. Oh no!
Phil, which missile launcher is it?
It's
There's
not.
the Lock and the Ratobi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're both going to be within half range, easy. Because one's got a 5 magazine clip and one's got a 1 round.
Oh, no, it's the single shot. Like it's an RPG.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay.
Frenzy.
I mean, I actually quite like how they work mechanically. In that you essentially just swap your grenades over from a ballistic thrown roll to like an actual rifle of sorts. But yeah.
I'd like to use a talent beforehand as well. It says using a reaction, but I don't see why I wouldn't be able to use it pre-engagement.
As in,
It's basically I'll read out to you. By using his reaction for the round, the character may make a tech use test. To make use of this talent, he gains +10 bonus to all weapons, gun, and ballistic skill tests until the end of his next turn. Pass the toughness test or gain a level of fatigue.
okay, makes sense to me. Yeah.
So I'll make a flat tech use.
I was gonna say if that is the action that initiates combat, we can use all that without any effort whatsoever.
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
Sweet. In that case, is it? I mean, put yourself wherever you like. I mean, I suppose if you really want it, you could do some really, really sneaky stuff at this rock here and be right up behind it. But I will be doing if you're there, I will make a point of doing concealment, making you do roll concealment versus their perception, that sort of thing.
Is this here cover?
Where? Sorry.
Where I'm behind. The rock I'm behind.
Is that rock?
It's more of a sort of grassy mound of sorts.
Okay.
I would sort of expect you to be sort of crouched down or something like that at that point.
Yeah.
Mouse would pretty much have to be on his belly, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just be
that's fine.
crouched using my concealment.
Fair enough.
I was thinking, would this be like a keyhole position where Lucius is? I'm just thinking, he wouldn't be visible until the exact time that he'll be able to fire.
Yeah, basically, I'm happy enough for that. Yeah, I mean that's very, very narrow. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, is everybody happy?
Oh, have we supplied the tow with a crack grenade each or a frag grenade?
I was going to say they've got all their own stuff. I didn't know you were specifically providing them with grenades.
Well, being as it's an armoured vehicle, it might be an idea just to give them a crack grenade each, just in case, both our other plans fail. They can just lob grenades at the damn.
The
Sure,
backup
That
plan
many
is
crack
the
grenades lying
nuke.
around.
Not really. No, they're rare.
Are they?
Normal frags to try and clear the thing out. I'd be happy enough.
Okay, frags then.
Yeah, you can. I'm happy enough to give them a frag each since they're common, but crack grenades are a little bit more awkward.
Right, give them a frag grenade each.
I will say, ironically, crack missiles are more common than crack grenades.
You're joking.
Deadly
What?
serious. Crack missiles are scarce. Crack grenades are rare.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You'd sort of think it'd be the other way around, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I should probably just do.
Failing
Oh,
everything, Mouse can just walk up and punch it.
I'm just
He
gonna-
started to say that he called you ugly and then started bargaining and fight with them all.
Okay, cool. I'll just disable the fog of war. Boom. So, time goes by. I'm assuming you told your informant to give them a call, like at a specific time,
Oh,
and tell
yeah,
them to come in
yeah.
at a certain point or for a certain time or something like that. And he's in place for a while. Kader's sort of stowed out of the way, even though it doesn't look very stowed out of the way. You've got Hendrickson on call, and you start hearing the rumblings of a rather large tracked vehicle on the way, and you see the salamander sort of rumble in to the valley.
So I'm going to keep whatever reaction I get when the fighting starts as a delayed action, Phil, and take it last.
I'm just going to move it step by step. You just say when to stop. When you want to roll the attack.
Now!
Okay. Okay. And the way I'm going to rule it is if you can draw a direct line to whatever bit of armor you want to be hitting. Yes, that's fair. And this does work exactly how you expect in that it does have different armor values for each part of it. So, yeah. Likewise, just to go over the rules I'm going to be working with, it will be front. So both weapons are front facing. So I'll be working that from this point here, roughly the center front of the vehicle, and anywhere to the corner of that, it will have as its firing arc for the front facing weapons.
Yep, makes sense.
Okay. Both weapons are front facing. So you've got that. I was thinking about throwing a Chimera at you. It's not front facing. It's a straight up turret. But yes, if you can draw a line to whatever part you want to hit from your character, that's fair enough. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Likewise, if you're up beside the Chimera, like literally beside it, I will give you a plus. I mean, it's literally point blank rules. So yeah, you can have a plus 30 to your ballistic test of dunking it into the open top. Okay. So let's have the initiating shot from Lucius.
Okay. So minus 30, I need to roll a. Sorry, minus 20 because they're half range. Or does that not apply because I don't have training?
It's still within range of the weapon, so.
So it'd just be minus 20.
Yeah, and then you're rolling your thing, so that's minus 10 overall.
That's my. Do I spend my reaction now then?
If you want to.
Well, you're only going to get one shot, so I would.
Yeah, I'll spend it for. I was about to say for the greater good.
Oh, spend too much time around the tower.
Okay, flat tech use. Here we go. Hooray! I get plus 10.
Oh,
So plus 10 for half range, plus 10 from that. So that's just a minus 10 then.
Okay.
believe in the heart of cards.
I am
Reroll.
rerolling. Oh!
Fair enough. So the shot fires off and whizzes just over the top of it. It would have been a very nice shot if it hit.
Don't you a
Shame
fight
that.
point?
I've already re-rolled it.
Oh, please.
Okay, so let's set-
Initiative rolls.
Yeah, it's time for initiative, I'm afraid. So I'm gonna that.
Right.
I'm going to have all the enemies roll individually. I'm going to roll the Tau in groups of 3, just try and minimize the I have to do.
Hmm.
For simplicity's sake, all the Tau are marked with their. Sorry, all the Tau have got their pulse carbines back, so I'll be using those for them.
Oof.
Please roll low for the tank. Please roll low for the tank.
So as the tank, I suppose I'll use the operator for it.
A shit roll.
Please roll low. Please roll low.
Okay, you stand half a chance then. That's
Oh.
pretty middling roll.
My roll was goddamn awful.
Wow. Okay. Shit.
I'm glad I've got +7.
These guys
Oh,
are
I'd
also a
be going-
little bit more
sorry.
competent than the guys you fought before.
They're the elite.
Okay, so the way I'm also the way I'm going to work it is I'm going to consider each of its weapons a different attack. So in theory, it could attack twice a turn, but I will also include any rotations it might want to do as a half action. I'll consider that a move, so it can rotate and fire one weapon or fire both weapons if it's happy where it's at. Fair enough. I
Hmm?
mean, you know, as happy as you can be with the. Well, that in front of you. That's a fair way to run it. Let's roll a 9. Really should have thought about that name a little bit more. Oh well. Jack at 15.
9.
Nice. No, it's Lucia and Lucius. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't. That didn't cross my mind. That could be confusing. Give Connor the gun cutter.
Zzz.
Can you actually control that? Hang on.
Nope.
If I do that, you move it now. Are you happy? Sweet. I think that's everyone. No, nice. Have forgot about mice.
How can you?
Mouse,
How dare you?
charge the tank.
Okay, I believe that's everybody. Jack, you're first.
Right.
Why are you fucking complaining all the time?
Because that's what I do. Right. I'm going to take a shot at this guy.
Okay. It is worth pointing out while they're in the tank, I'm going to give them the full benefit of being of like normal cover rules relevant to the armor you're effectively shooting them through.
Uh,
Also, yes, that is literally one of the tabletop models taken with like a picture of one of the tabletop models taken from the top.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not a salamander.
Isn't it? I thought it was.
No,
What's that?
it's just some weird like converted chimera thing.
I mean,
It'll
salamanders.
work. It's fine.
I was gonna say, I mean, salamanders are chimeras, but aren't they? They're like stripped back chimeras, right?
They've got like a sort of like a turret, like you see on like a Pack 40 or something on the back with an autocannon.
With the like sort of armored frill around the front of it, isn't it? Yeah, the armor plates. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Actually,
That's the idea. Anyway.
can I spend the round getting in a prep for frenzy?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, well, I want to try it out. So I might as well do that. So I'll do that this round.
Okay. Fair enough.
Friends.
Fair enough. In that case, I mean, technically the gun cutter's turn, but nobody's called you in yet. How do you want to work this? Like I said, I will allow I will have them do reactionary shots on the gun cutter if you use it.
Well, I bet that he's got his own reconnaissance if he wants to come in at any point, or we'll call him in.
I will wait for now.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, sweet. In that case, guy number 1 is going to pile out of the back and take cover behind the. I was going to say the only place he's seen anything come from by this point is over near the rocks. So I'm going to say he's going to get out and move here. Guy number 2 is going to do something similar. He's going to take up position on the rear right track. And Lucia, here we go.
Can you measure how far the vehicle is away from me?
Of course.
I can never get the measuring to work. I'm sorry, Phil.
Worries. I was gonna say, I mean, so it's that's within like a run range.
But there's a guy down there.
There is.
I've just seen him get out, and he's right in my path. Sorry, it might take me a minute to try and think what to do.
No worries.
I know I could sprint down there because it's not much of a slope. I can get down there using all my bits and pieces and probably get to the side of the tank. Would I have time to attach something to it?
What kind of thing?
Oh, I thought we all had things to attach to it to blow it up.
Oh, sorry, as in a grenade to throw into it. Oh, sorry,
Yeah, I'm going to have to grenade it. I need to get close enough to grenade. If I go to the edge, can you measure from the edge to the vehicle, Phil? Would that be close enough?
I'll allow that. That's, you know, there's you've got a bit of height. I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
But it's then I'm going to be an open target for all 5 of them to shoot. With no cover whatsoever. Is the problem.
Indeed, I would. Yeah, that is fairly exposed. Up to you. I mean, it's pretty like.
I'm going to delay my action until this is what I'm thinking, Phil, if I can run it by you first.
Sure.
If I delay my action till last, that means they've used all their actions, so they can't shoot back at me this round. So if I drop out and go to the edge, this and my delayed action, then when they shoot back at me next turn, I can use acrobatics to get back behind the rock or the mound.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean as a reaction to their shooting me?
I think that works. So.
Okay, we'll go for that.
Double checking how delays like worded. That sounds okay. Just double checking. We're good for that. Okay. Work. Yeah, fuck it. I can't. PDF reader's being stupid. Yeah, let's roll that.
Okay. Delayed action.
Okay, Lucius.
Is it worth reloading the RPG?
Let's see. I believe it has meaningful reload time.
One full.
Oh well, it's fairly straightforward then. Up to yourself.
Am I able to sort of crouch down?
I'm gonna say like you're fairly concealed as it is. You know, I mean, they will, you know, I think the only thing that realistically is a line of sight on is the autocannon, but like it's 6.5 doesn't, you know, you're still in behind a rock, so I will give you, you know, armor from cover on that, but like it's still it's a full action, so your decision in that.
I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to full reload, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Oh shit! I forgot to roll for your combat servitor. I was going to say it's I consider it a character in itself, unlike your servo skull. So that's yeah, D10 plus 2 for that. It is. That's okay. Cool. Comes after anyway. Sweet. Last anyway. Cool. Okay. It is now. Let's go. Okay. It is one of the guys. Ah, okay. Give him a turn. That's the gunner. Tell you what, right? I'm gonna do it so the gunner here can use the autocannon. Whatever way the thing is currently faced, but the thing can only rotate and use the boulder on the thing's turn as if the turn I have set for the salamander itself will be the driver and like hull gunner, but then the other guy's separate and able to use the autocannon because in theory you just could, you know, snipe them out, as it were. So with that in mind, he's going to take a shot at the only place he's seen something coming from. At Lucius.
He'll miss, don't worry. Oh!
Okay. So, that's a fixed autocannon. Dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Would you like to try and dodge that? Oh,
I've used
shit!
my reaction.
You have. Okay, this is going to be good. 6 penetration.
Okay.
Danger, Will Robinson.
I'm going to consider the double check my cover values. Oh, come on, PDF. Don't fail me now. Dex. Two seconds. Cover. 2, 4, 6. Oh, well, that's not bad. The rock's worth 14 armor for you. Sorry, the rock's worth 16 armor. Sorry.
That's fortunate.
Although it's hitting you in the head, I generally wouldn't consider your head concealed in cover shooting. Well, shit, this could be awkward. 6 penetration.
Lucius is
damn.
dead.
Seriously?
Oh, damn.
12 wounds, 5 armor. That's the damage roll, right?
Yeah, toughness.
Oh, toughness, yeah.
Yeah, no, for that. It's flat damage reduction.
Toughness 4.
Okay, so for oh shit, armor's just ignored. Fuck. 19 damage.
Oh boy.
Impact. Okay. Where's the critical table? Okay.
Cool rule book somewhere.
Impact damage. Impact to the head. So 23. So it's 23 minus your 4, so that's toughness. That's
19.
minus 7 wounds. Oh no, sorry. Okay. The attack slams into the target's head, fracturing his skull and opening a long tear in his scalp. The target is stunned for 1d10 rounds and halves all movement for 1d10 hours.
Oh, at least he's not dead.
He's not, but
Yet.
You're a vegetable for the rest of the session.
so give me the d10 for how long you're going to be stunned. Cool, 6 turns. For your sake, because I'm not that much of a dick, I'm going to say like fall back, like it sort of knocks you backwards, flat behind the rock.
Sure.
So fairly covered, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. Let's do that for sake of it. So the rest of you see the autocannon like turn around to the rock and fire off three like dug shots at the rock. Lucius to be hiding behind. Two of them very much hit rock, and the other hit something a little bit squishier. That's about all you know. Okay.
Ouchtown, population U.
Basically, yeah.
Oh dear.
I was gonna say the driver and all hasn't sort of been made aware of anything other than that, because been told that the guy behind the rock was dealt with, I guess. So I'm just gonna pass that turn over. Nice.
That's one of their guys.
Yep.
On the I don't believe I actually have any grenadey things, do I? Which is a sudden flaw in the plan. I am gonna just stick myself around this side, and who do I actually have line of fire on from there? The guys, do I have an angle down into the
From where you're
like
currently standing,
the
no.
troop bay?
If you moved up to the edge, you could see all of them very clearly.
Okay.
It's worth pointing out the only things that are currently in range of the guns are like the 3 tower over here and like here. So until that thing rotates round, you're completely safe from weapons on it.
Okay. In which case, yeah, I'll move up to. Is that roughly the edge?
It's
It's hard to tell.
edge is sort of here. The sort of edge would be there. This line here, basically.
I can't see anything.
What do you mean you can't see anything?
Did you just draw where mouse is?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
You don't see the map at all, or?
Oh, I can see the map. Your connection to the server has been interrupted. Hang on, let me
That-
read
Yeah, I
explain
just
it.
got that message.
Okay, fair enough then. That would explain a lot. But yeah, you can see from where you're at now. You can see wherever you need to see.
Let me scroll back to. I still can't see any lines.
I haven't drawn anything yet. But from where you moved yourself, you can hit whoever you want to hit, basically.
Okay. And the guy in red looks like a boss guy. Is that why he's different?
Yes. He's like the other guys have got bolters. This guy's could have, but I mean, from even what Mouse can see, a fancy looking bolter, and there's a low stick hanging out of his, hanging out of his mouth.
Okay. In which case, seeing as he's got the fancy ass weapon, that usually means the one in charge. So that's the one Mouse is going to fire at.
Good to me.
Uh,
With the fancy new hell gun, yeah.
It could do actually, although it's actually less good than. But whatever. Okay, sure. Mouse wants to make sure it works. So with my overcharged Hellgun, what values do I? What's my modifier?
It's within half range, so you just moved, so it's just gonna be the +10 for range.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, very nice.
Oh, I didn't specify what kind of shot this is. I want this to be a.
No, you already just moved so that the semi-auto full auto is a full action, so you only get.
Oh, I see. Right.
attack,
Okay. So
yeah.
this is a single shot either way. Right. Okay.
Cool. In which case. Yeah, if you want, actually, I'm happy enough to be able to shoot down into it there. In which case. I mean, still in the back, so I'm not going to line anyone in it to dodge, because that's just stupid, because they've nowhere to dodge to. In which case, that is a pretty meaty shot, actually. Well, meaty enough. You see a sort of a large scorch appear on the guy's right arm, like he was sort of like reaching out to sort of take a drag out of his sort of low stick before he sort of got himself into combat, and you just like shot his elbow bit of his elbow armor or something like that, and sort of scorched it on him. Doesn't look at all impressed. Good shot. This guy in the back, it's going to jump out and take a position at the back tread and take a quick shot up at Mouse, and that's going to hit.
Okay.
Would you like to try and dodge that?
When the GM asks that, it's usually a good time to answer yes.
I mean, it's a good response. It's standard bolter. I mean, you can have a go. It's pretty much the end of the round as well, so up to yourself.
Yes. Yes, I would like to try and dodge.
Cool.
It's just flat dodge?
Yep.
Oh, I would like to re-roll that.
If you want. I was going
No,
to say, like the GM saying you can save that attempt dodge for later if you really want.
Okay, in which case I won't re-roll that and we'll see what happens.
I was going to say there's a dirty big autocannon and heavy bolter in play. So
yeah, that's fair enough. That's good.
Yeah. 12 damage. It's a bolter, so it's 4 armor penetration. If my pen 5 on bolters, so it's pen 5.
It's pen 4.
Pen 4. Pen 4 and standard bolter. Sorry, it's the boss guys get fancy one. Pen 4 in this.
It is tearing.
It is. Should have rolled another one of those.
I shouldn't have said that.
There you go. Thank you.
Fucking hell.
Cool. 14 damage, 4 armor being ignored. So for Mouse, that's 3 armor and still 10 toughness. So cool. You just took 1 damage. Congrats.
What the fuck?
Paper cut.
Since your Hulk spin out his tooth, then.
Basically,
So it's basically made a nice, it's hit his helmet or wherever. And...
that is the right leg, I believe. That's the
right
left.
leg,
Sorry,
okay.
left leg. My apologies.
Oh, that makes all the difference.
Yes, you've taken 1 wound of damage. Fucking
Tis
unnatural
but a
toughness, man.
scratch.
Fair enough.
Okay.
The boss guy is going to take a shot right back at you. Because, fuck you just shot at him. That is most definitely a hit.
I am such a jerk. Okay.
Would you like to try and dodge this one?
What's 15? It says on the armor thing, doesn't it? What the different body parts are?
So you flip it, so that's 51. So that's going to be to the body.
Okay. No, let's say no.
Okay. This guy's got a really weird weapon. So because of that, yes. So that's going to be. Okay, straight up that. Okay, cool. Oh no, shit! There should be another one on top of that. My bad. Hang on. There you go. 34 damage. With 5 armor band. Everybody give me, except Lucius, of course, as he's very unconscious, an awareness test, please, at a +20.
Sorry, could you tell me the damage on that one again?
34.
34? Oof, okay. Alrighty then. That makes life interesting.
No,
plus
sorry,
what?
no, that's not 34 after it's all been reduced. That's 34 raw damage coming in. So
what was the modifier, or is it flat?
20.
sorry, 2 seconds. I need to make sure that's all right. So
20.
It's,
Nice.
that's not quite right. That's 30. Sorry, 34 minus 10, so that's 20. And so yeah, it's 20 damage through to you.
20, okay.
Yeah, 20 damage through.
That's
But yeah.
right.
Cool. That's how it's very appropriate. All of you recognize that though it sounded like a bolter, it was a very meaty sounding bolter. A very, very meaty sounding bolter.
I know what it is.
Do you?
Dawn Bolter.
No, it was a single shot, but it was a very meaty sounding bolter.
Is it a stalker?
No. Kilson, you can message me if you have any ideas of what it might be.
Okay.
Can I use my knowledge to deduce?
No, you especially can't. I was gonna say you're up in the thing. Combat. Lucius combat servitor. Hey, you're not out of combat completely.
I may as well be. The second that thing sticks out, it's just going to get gunned down.
Can it
Can't
pick
see
up all your
anything.
grenades and just go banzai?
Would it have some sort of safety protocol in it to protect Lucius's prone body or something?
I mean, whatever Lucius would sort of program it with, I guess. Entirely up to you, Jay, of what you want this to be doing.
Honestly, there's nothing for it to do. I don't want it to step out because it's just going to get absolutely shot to shit. That's a full action. Shit. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to delay us.
Okay. It is the end of the round, so if anyone wants to keep any delayed actions, if anyone was delaying, they need to use them now or lose them.
I'm just going to lose them.
Okay.
Right, I've got to decide what to do. Well, I think the grenade option is out because there's just too many people around the tank. So she'd know she'd get mullered if she went down there. If you get what I mean, Phil.
Yep.
So I am just going to poke over the mound and take a shot at the half-action aim at the red guy.
I just realized I'm also a complete spaz. I forgot to use the quick vessel. I'll do them like at the end of this round and put them in properly at the start of the next one.
Not concentrating very much today, are you, my friend?
I'm not glad I pulled this together quite quickly. Nah, not really. Okay. So what was that again? Sorry. Syntax, what would you like to be doing again? Sorry.
Oh, right, sorry. I'm going to poke over the hill.
Okay.
And half action aim the red.
I was going to say no aim because this is the round you delayed in.
Yeah.
So if you're moving, that's going to be your half action.
Well, I'm poking over. I'm not moving like directly out into line of fire, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
I was in poking over the top of the hill, shooting, so I'm still in cover. Does that make sense?
I would expect you to move a little bit. Like
Okay,
you
that's
actually
fair.
yourself
That's fair.
back sort of quite far, and it's
Oh,
reasonably
that's
tall.
fair.
So yeah, I would
That's
expect
fair, yeah. Okay, without the aim.
But yeah, I was still expecting like a half move, so like at least to about sort of here be sure where I'm considering the
Yeah,
line
that's
of
fine.
cover. Yeah.
No worries, man. So what do we? It's under half range, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 10 and 10 for. Hang on, my head's just totally gone. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
I usually have all the maths in my head. It's 10 for half distance, and it's 10 for something else that I can't bloody remember why it's 10. Help me, Phil.
I was gonna no, it would just be the 10 for half distance because you're
It's just 10 for half distance,
yeah,
isn't it?
you're not using any aim actions, which that means
Oh, 10 for my favoured weapon, sorry.
yeah, that's it. That's the one.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I knew there was another 10, I just couldn't bloody think what it was.
Cool.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I obviously using the armour pen, the +1 pen.
Yeah. You do realize that the bonus accurate dice don't count because you're not aiming with it. Like you're not invoking the accurate trait.
Oh, yeah.
It'll just be like a flat D10 for it, like whatever the damage roll. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I've got no other choice. I can't move out in the open, I'll get mullered. And
That's
I
fair
can't
enough.
drop down by the vehicle because there's too many people out the vehicle, you know?
Yeah.
I'd get right.
Go for it. Nice. That's still a good shot.
+1 damage, obviously, with the shell.
Let's do an arm. Yeah. So he's pretty well damaged actually. Like my shot one of his arms and you just shot the other basically.
We can't shoot anything.
Not quite that lucky. Jack, you've worked yourself up into frenzy the last turn.
Yep. Yes, I did. And he's going to sprint after this fucker.
Cool. How are you gonna get down there?
Magic.
Superhero landing.
My frenzy state, he just goes wherever, so he will either try and go the entire way round.
So just, I mean, I know I haven't specifically stated it, but like, I assume this platform here is about 2 meters up, and then the top of the cliff is about 4 meters or so. That's kind of where I was. Everyone else sort of think along the same lines as me as far as that's concerned. That, like, as far as relative scale and perception of it was concerned, that'd be about right. Like, I know I forgot to sort of state that specifically, but
That sounds fair.
like general consensus on that, I guess. But like, yeah,
Can I ask a quick question, Phil?
of course.
Do you think my bird, if it did a circular sweep out and back in, could get to Lucius without it being fired upon?
I was gonna say none of them have got Overwatch set up or anything like that. I'm keeping that as a special rule for the gun cutter purely so you can't like just all hide and have it do the dirty work, you know.
Yes, my bird could quite safely get to Lucius, and
If you wanted, yeah. It is also worth pointing out he's nice and safe where he's at. Cough, cough.
yeah, that's true. No, that's true. Was just a thought.
No worries. So Jack, tell you what, if you get over here, like I'll say this is a slightly shallower sort of gradient or something like that, and you can slide down that if you really want for a
Well-
small agility test.
Well, the way frenzy works is I can't do anything that would be classed as suicidal, so we know jumping off tall areas.
Exactly. So that's why I wouldn't expect you to be jumping off here.
No.
So if you
Alright, so right here.
no, I'm happy enough for you to come down here. Like I think that looks fairly
Okay.
smooth. So we'll
I'll do that and I'll attempt this.
so I'll let you get to for full action. I'll let you get down to the bottom of it. If you give me an agility test at a -10.
Hold on. Fuck's sake. Agility of what?
Agility at -10.
I'm going to use a fate point for that.
Nice. You just sort of skate and slide yourself down to the bottom of the hill. Just about. It's definitely the practical approach rather than the graceful, skillful approach.
Yeah.
Has anyone called in the gun cutter?
I'm gonna take my initiative
Go
and fucking juice it, boys.
for it. I think they need the help.
Sorry, I was forgetting. I'm so bloody tired. I do apologise.
It's one of those days, isn't it?
What's my
Oh.
movement, by the way? For
Honestly, you're like for your movement. puts you,
Anywhere you
like-
want.
Yeah, basically. I think strictly speaking, so 25 meters is supposed to be
second.
your like half.
and I ignore terrain. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it's basically your flying is a minimum of 25 meters per turn. Like you have to move that because you're flying. I think if you're using it as a hover, the rules change for it a little bit. But you know, do you really want to be hovering in front of something like this?
Oh no, I'm gonna be swiggity swooty. Oh yeah, that's 25. Yeet.
Okay.
Fucking. Let's have a quick.
Bolters
Look-see, look.
or the autocannon.
Gonna say the bolters.
Okay.
Ballistics, aren't I? Is it?
Yeah, I'll give you ballistics at plus 20.
Does Lucius come in at this point and go, roll a particularly good shot?
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Worth a try. Sorry. Phil.
Fair enough. Obviously you haven't got the servitors calibrated properly, because the rest of you hear the gun cutter sort of whoosh in and like a massive blare while 20 bolt shells go off. So, and like spray like generally around the valley, but nothing hits anything in particular. There's general sort of bit of dust in the air and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. This guy over here is going to be taking a shot up at the Guevasa up in the hills. Near miss. This guy here is going to be taking a shot at Jack. That is going to be a hit. Bye.
Bye, sandwich.
I can dodge.
You can ditch.
I'm actually
Did-
hoping you do. I
Where
am
the
hoping you
fuck
do.
is my character sheet gone? Right. Let's see. Flat. Oh, it is in a. What was I saying?
Nice.
Oh, thank fuck I upgraded that.
That was a nice dodge. Lucius is unconscious. We'll take a pip off. Lucia.
You know, if my bird flowed down and shocked him, would it have the opposite effect and bring him back?
No.
Make him piss
I
himself.
was going to say, given how the damage works, you might make him comatose.
If
So
it was a good roll, you might kill him.
It was just a thought. Funny one. I didn't take it seriously. Right, I am going to do the same, but this time with half action aim at the guy with the red.
Fantastic.
So basically plus maximum, so it's 60 in it.
Yep.
The character sheets fix themselves, by the way. The R is now accessible without it being hidden down behind the right.
It might just be how you've got the page scaled or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was. I always used to have it maxed out size before, and it
That's
was very hard to get to the button.
probably why then. Yeah. Oh, bull pistol.
What? No, that wrong one. Shit.
Yeah, it'll be
I'm
nice.
sorry.
Give us the real one. Come on.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired.
Come on.
A sniper rifle.
Too much World of Warcraft.
No, I actually did. I'll try it again. Hang on.
Well, being sleep deprived from WoW is a bit classic, isn't it?
Ha! Okay,
That's better.
give me that. extra
Oh,
damage.
11.2 degrees.
Oh, fuck.
I think that's a success.
And extra damage, please. You get your
That's 2.
2d10,
What is
yeah.
it?
2d10.
D10 is.
That's a hippity hoppity get the fuck off my plane of existence.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, if it's stacked.
Yeah, that's why they errated this rule even, because the original version of accuracy was literally for every 2 degrees of success with no top limit. Nice, cool. His head, this is the classic head blows off like a ripened fruit sort of shit. So basically, you blow his head off, the boulder falls to the ground, the glow stick, flies off into the distance and lands in front of Jack's feet. The interior of the salamander's covered in gore.
I shall I shall give myself a small approving nod before ducking back into cover.
Nice.
Essentially like the GIF.
Oh, Emperor speech.
So the
They're not heretics. I'm more likely to shout Emperor stuff at the Gravessa than I am at these guys.
Cool.
An excellent point.
I'm gonna say there's 2 hits going in on the gunner just to give us half a chance. Let's see if he's gonna dodge. I didn't think he can't dodge. What am I talking about? Cool. Where did the stats for the pulse rifles go? Who's got the things for the pulse carbines handy? Somebody does.
Give me a minute.
Right, pulse.
If anyone's got them handy, our tech preset. You can just imagine if this was a real combat, can't you? One of the toes standing up and going, 2-minute break, please, guys. Just need to check what my weapon actually does.
Yeah.
What is this weird pointy thing at the end?
Pulse carbine. Do you want pulse carbine?
Yes, please.
60-meter range. S/3 rate of fire damage. 2d10 plus 2 energy.
Sweet.
Pen 4.
That's a nice. Why didn't we keep that?
You've
Because we got the better one.
Got the better ones.
Cool.
Cool. Oh yeah, they're all on my ship.
Nice. So the Guevese, the gunner, dead. You see them. You see like a sort of barrage of pulse fire go over at the sort of gunner position, and anyone up in the rocks will see him sort of slump down. Do that. Hit them all together. It rotates around and it's going to be taking a spray up at. Wow, nice. If only Lucius got so lucky. You see here.
Fuck off.
Here, the heavy bolter at the bottom, like take chunks out of the sort of cliff face below the Guevese, but they're okay. Okay, Guevese group number 2. I'm gonna say one of them is going to be able to get some help in with Jack here. Nice. Let's see, that's a good fizzing shot. Apparently everybody's like got like some sort of arm fetish tonight. So it hits this guy on the shoulder. Okay. Guy at the back. Fuck, he's gonna stay where he's at. It's gonna take a shot up at Mouse. Miss. Nice.
Probably a good thing it did. I think Mouse is kind of angry at this point. So, how far down is it again?
Sorry. That's about
Couple
2
of
meters for you.
meters?
Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
for
Yeah,
Mouse,
Mouse is just
that's
going to jump on this guy.
fair. Oh, dude, do you want to like jump on him and squash him?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant!
Goomba scum.
Oh god.
Cool. I'm just gonna. I'll for the sake of the rules, I'm gonna call this a charge attack. Just for
Okay.
fun's sake. Give
Oh,
me.
this is brilliant.
So if you like with your Ripper gun, I guess. Okay. So if you oh no, it's your bayonet, right? Right. So if you fucking like jump off with the bayonet pointed at him, this could be fucking great. Just whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, let's go for the bayonet then.
Sweet. Roll to hit with the bayonet at a plus 20. Fuck it. Let's just have some fun with this.
It's obviously a giant roar as he leaps off the edge. No, we're re-rolling that. That's definitely... this has to happen. Come on, RNG. No!
Oh,
It's even
no.
worse.
So we'll say Mouse sort of gets down easy enough because he's pretty much the height of the cliff. So you know anyone can sort of manage their own body height and a jump without too much difficulty, right? It gets on down, but the massive swipe with the bayonet at the end of the Ripper gun doesn't quite connect. So we'll say you're point blank range with him. So good luck to him on your next turn. But that's that. Combat Servitor still staying idle?
No.
No. Okay.
It's gonna half action move.
Okay.
And it's still crewed, right? The vehicle.
Yeah. Still get the driver and bar gunner in.
Okay. It's gonna. Yeah, it's just gonna do a Oh, fucking hell. It's really distracted right now, so it's just going to do a half action move and a half action aim, and that's its turn.
Okay, fair enough. Jack.
What I'm going to
Would you like
do,
to
I
charge that
fill out.
fucker?
Yeah, that's what I do. Fill out action, fill out complete smash, aiming for his gut with my axe.
Nice. Well, for your sake, I'm not going to consider that a called shot. So that's you giving your frenzy on the go.
Yeah,
That's it.
so I've got to do plus 10 for weapon. I've got to do plus 10 for my being my favourite weapon anyway. It's plus 20 on weapon skill.
And then if you're doing a charge, it's another plus 10 on top of that. So plus 30 overall, I believe.
Yep. What the fuck?
No,
I'm
no,
re-rolling
dude,
that.
dude. Use the proper
Yeah, but
bit.
alright,
Press the R beside your chain axe and put 30 in the box.
I'll re-roll that.
Okay.
I'll go back seeing as I'm effectively out of combat.
No worries.
Fuck's that one doing?
There we
There we
go. Also, fucking hell, you rolled max damage twice in a row.
Yeah, no, it's good at it. So that's why I love Frenzy. It's so handy for this.
Nice. Okay. So, in true Jack fashion, whenever you actually get a hit off, that you got this guy. Like, pretty much whatever you want to do to him, you've done to him, and he is dead.
I
Okay.
just cut him in half. Like from the middle, from the gut. So he's just like top, just falls off like Darth Maul.
Fair enough. The rest of you hear from the other side of the cavern and or the canyon even, and you know, and then guts, and then yeah, it's jacked with this. Yeah, Guncutter's turn.
More bolter fire.
Have to move 25 meters. And as from what I can make out, anywhere you move 25 meters would put you, like, facing away from it in some or past it.
Can I ask something?
Assuming I can pivot while flying.
Couldn't he just move directly backwards 25 meters and still shoot it?
It's being used as a flyer at the minute, not a hover.
I can hover if you'd like.
It was just a suggestion. Sorry.
Okay, sure. Give me. I'll take a flying test for that. Just to make sure you're all right. 'Cause
Flyers.
hovering in combat is smart. Yeah, pilot flyers.
Pilot flyers at flat.
-10 because you're in combat. Let's reroll
I'm
that.
gonna retry that again, Chief. You're a cunt.
Okay, so you try and sort of roll back into hover, but you can't quite. You have to like spend time recovering the craft so you don't crash it. I'm gonna consider that your turn.
Right.
Okay, it's the guy beside Mouse. Hasn't been engaged in combat yet, so he's gonna just try shooting Mouse. Simple as that. Semi-auto burst, I guess. He's getting 2 shots off with that. Would you like to try and dodge?
This is just one of the regular guys,
It's a
right?
regular boulder, so it's D10 plus 5 with 4 penetration.
In which case I will not.
Okay, 2 shots. 1 and 2. I know the second shot sponged by your toughness alone. And the first one, 63, 36, that is... Yeah, that's fine. You sponge those. Makes some rather annoying dents in his armor, I would say that much. Lucius is out. Syntax, here you go.
He's got pock marks in his fucking carapace.
Basically, yeah.
First thing, right, I know that, 3 are dead now?
Yeah, comfortably.
Can I use a free action to yell something?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to yell, 3 of you are down, drop your weapons and exit the vehicle, and you may have a chance of living. And then, are any of them the ones still alive visible to me if I pop over the...
Yeah, the one beside Mouse would be, and the one in the back would be.
Okay, I won't shoot into close combat with Mouse. I'll shoot at the one at
Oh
the
no,
back.
they haven't engaged melee yet.
Okay, then I'll shoot the one that's closest to Mouse.
Fair enough.
Well, no, actually, I think it makes more sense to shoot the one that's furthest away from Mouse.
Okay. Either way,
Because-
I would ask you to move up to the edge of the cliff for that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Way too exposed, and with my health pool and armor.
Oh please, your dodge would be fine. With how many of them are left? Come on.
Okay, I'll go up to the edge.
Yes.
Fall
for my trap. No, I'm joking. It's fine.
Unless he dies now because of this.
If he's got 3 fate points, he can't possibly die.
I will go to the edge then, but I've also got another. At the same time, can I send my bird around the back to where Lucius is and have him grab the spare crack shell?
I'm gonna say no. That's a little bit too technical for it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could grab
In which
Lucius
case,
and bring him to you, but
It's right. The plan forming in my head is if you can't get them out of there, put the crack grenade somewhere near the vehicle, the crack shell near the vehicle, and I'll just shoot the bloody thing. Does that make sense?
makes sense. But it's a bit too specific for a familiar.
Yeah. No, I mean the actual action of putting it right next to the vehicle and then shooting it.
I mean, that would work, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, leave that for now.
Sorry,
But it's
no, correction. Sorry, no, that would not work. Crack rounds are shaped charges, so they
Got ya.
they work like heat rounds in real life, effectively.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, it was worth a thought. It was
That's-
worth a thought.
Took my brain a second to catch up on that one, but yes, that's
Okay, I'll go to the edge and then just shoot the guy. See, I'm thinking the mouse is about to hit combat, so the guy in front of him is basically dead.
I feel like you're overthinking this a bit too much.
Okay, I'll just shoot the bloody guy in front of mouse then.
Okay.
Jesus. Stop railroading me, Jim. I'll shoot the guy in front. Only joking.
See how railroaded you feel with a rail gun? Yeah, it's fine. That was good.
I
Yoink.
mean, the Tau railgun, who is allied with the Tau and is about to pop over the hill in a full battle suit with railgun. That railgun.
Not a railgun, yeah. The
Okay.
plot device railgun, yeah.
Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm wasting time. Yeah, move to the edge and obviously won't be able to aim, so just a plus 20 shot at the guy in front of me.
Yep.
Oh, I'll re-roll that one. That's unusual. See, I can miss.
Missed twice,
Jesus
apparently.
Christ!
Nice.
no.
Apparently some dust in your eye or something like that, and the shot goes off and lands like between his toes.
Must
or
have been.
something like that, yeah.
Oh well, not every shot can be perfect.
If we go from a volley shots from the Guevesa and the hill.
I mean, at this point, we only really need to send you a mouse into combat.
But I did shout what I shouted, by the way, Phil.
Oh, sweet. Cool. Guevesa shoot this guy like pretty much like square in the back of the head. I was for the sake of it. No, actually no. Sorry, correction. That's back of the chest plate. He is looking pretty sketchy. This guy here. Pretty sketchy. I don't know. I guess the thing's gonna take another spray up at them with the heavy bolter. It's gonna miss again, apparently. Cool. That's that guy. Second group of Guevesa don't have any shots. We're on to this guy at the back of the salamander is going to take a shot up at Lucia. And that just about a hit. So yeah, squeaking in a hit. Would you like to try and dodge that?
Who's that? Sorry.
You, would you like to try and dodge that?
Oh, me.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'll definitely try and dodge it. 1 second.
You okay there, man? Did you
Yeah,
just conk
strong.
out?
No, I
What modulants?
whack tape today. I'm sorry. I'm trying to bring up the screen and none of them keep coming up. Other things come up, lol. Oh, there we go. I got it.
Nice.
Oh, dear.
Nice. What would you like to do to this rather severely injured chap in front of you?
Rah! Smash!
Show him how to salute with his head.
Yeah, face full of bayonet. So is this just a flat roll?
You can make it an all-out attack if you want and get a +20.
Sure, why not?
Do it. Nice. Yeah. How do you want to kill him?
Basically, like, jam it up through his throat so it goes like
Up through his jaw and
like
his
the
brain,
tip.
sort of?
Yeah. So the top just pokes out the top of his head, and he
Nice.
lifts up the entire the guy's entire body as he's doing this.
Nice. That's appropriate because it's also a headshot. So yeah. Nice. Okay. Background. Jack. You've got one guy left around here.
Yep. So that means we're going to get full charge. Swing at him.
Go for it.
Oh, yes.
Nice. You just gored another one. What do you want to do to this
Yeah.
guy?
Head. I'm going to go charge at him and hit him straight at the neck. Cutting his head clean
I was
off.
going to say that hit's going to be to the leg if you want to do anything with that.
Can I do it at an angle so I cut him in the leg and it goes up and sweeps him through his upper chest?
Sure, why not? Fuck it.
I'll do that.
Yeah, sweet.
Bollocks first.
Yep.
Okay. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to set combat over. If you just want to charge the back of this chimera and salamander, and you can execute them or do whatever the fuck you want with them, I guess.
With Jack still going in a frenzy, so he's going to just go straight in there and start cutting and carving in every fucker who's alive in there.
Cool. Does anyone want to stop him?
Nope.
Nah.
Okay then, fair enough. Yeah, Jack goes in and yeah.
Takes a chainsaw.
Let him have his bloodthirst.
Yeah, basically.
It's a frenzy. It can't really be stopped when there's any enemies near, so
Exactly
he's just going
so.
to kill every fucker he
Attract the
sees.
attention of corn.
There we go. Nice. Salamander disabled. Cool. Yeah, combat over completely.
What about the two guys inside? Did they surrender? Or...
Oh, they're dead.
Oh,
I
they're
just
very
killed
dead. They're very, very,
Oh, you
very
meant
dead.
you got
yeah.
out of it? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought they were locked inside safely.
Yeah, not anymore.
They're safely in the afterlife.
And we now have an armoured car, boys.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what they say: kill them all and let the God Emperor sort them out.
Is that going to fit in the gun car?
No. I will tell you this for free right now. You've no way of taking this off planet.
Well, yeah, but we can
sell it for
to a
power sword.
governor who might need a personal security vehicle.
I mean, if we just happen to trade it for a couple of power swords, I'll be happy.
Okay. Well,
We'll
Whoever's
gather all
getting-
the loot together, put it in the salamander.
Oh, just drive Salamander back to back to Thailand.
Yeah.
I'll
It's slightly covered in blood.
Nice.
and I'll radio ahead to Scythia
Tell you what,
so she knows
we'll-
knows the situation.
I like it. We'll save that actually coming back bit for when Matt's back next week, so we can have a "What the fuck did you guys do?" moment. Okay.
Yeah, he walks, he steps. That's perfect. He
Yep.
steps out for like a breath of fresh air, and we roll up in an armored fighting vehicle.
Yes, we're doing
I
that.
just, yeah, I
Mouse
just,
just sticking out of the top, just going hello while he's waving. at the
Yeah.
No, that's it. We like ducked under so he can't see us, and as the vehicle pulls up, all he sees is Mouse rise out the top of it and salute. Class.
I like it. It is worth pointing
Okay.
you've got an unconscious tech priest. From Lucia, I will take a Medicaid
Can
plus
I-
20.
Can I
Mouse
just
is also
say that?
pretty banged up.
Can I just say that I would get Hendrickson the minute we get back? I'd get Hendrickson to land before we take off in the vehicle.
Yeah.
I'd know you'd get him to load Lucius on board safely, get him up to the ship and into the workshop, and call a couple of the other tech priests to assist.
Fair
in
enough.
his
I was going to say
recovery.
that the cutter
Yeah.
has a med bay of its own, a stasis pod and stuff like that, so you can have him like completely like sweet and secure until you get him back onto the ship and in like real med bay.
Well, I'll do that. I'll tell him to go straight up. We can do without the cutter for a couple of turns. I'd rather he
Oh,
was in
getting rid of me.
a far
Yeah.
more secure place.
Oh no, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
okay, so
No risk of anything.
I was going to say, for fun's sake, we'll say all that's organised, and Cynthia's made aware of it, blah, blah, blah. So what we can do is we'll start off next week with the big moment of coming back in glory, with fucking Salamander and a nice new bargaining tool.
I just got to put a note of there are still some limbs about this.
I was going to
That's
say, so you're going to need something to cover the fucking seat with, because it's all covered in gold
Yeah.
bits.
There's a little bit of blood.
Okay.
It's fine. It'll hose off.
Exactly. So, obviously since
Mouse can be hose, man.
300 XP for this session, I think.
Nice.
And
Nice.
the special bolt gun is an Angelus pattern bolt gun. What's special about it is it's got enough room in it for 3 Astartes caliber bolt shells.
Dibs.
Fuck you, I was going to call dibs.
Now,
I'm closer.
why it had so many dice rolls, it also has the accurate talent. Accurate trait.
Yep.
So basically, this was the let's screw with mouse gun.
It was the let's screw with the first person that becomes visible gun, I'm afraid.
No, suggest before anyone calls dibs, we actually look on who really needs that weapon.
I
That
do.
is a good
dibs.
weapon.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I will put the stats in like the Discord, and you can discuss that this week, like our character. I'm not gonna sort of influence that.
Actually, I think kind of sandwich does, because I've got my rifle. Lucius has got servitors and
Connor's always in his
weapon,
gun
right?
car.
yeah, and Constantine has now got a bolter. And because you've got sobbed off with the hairdryer, if the rest of the party agrees, I do think sandwich should have.
To be fair, Mouse
Yeah,
does
that's
now
fair.
have that hairdryer, which I think he left at the bar.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some
Unless
poor
somebody
fucking
scoops it up.
penal word colonist's got that now.
I think
He's
the
gonna
Wade's
try and
did one of their assholes, probably.
Does everyone
gonna
else
start some
agree with
shit.
that?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Nice.
Sweet. And stream end.